that was a good video. I like that. The gameplay was goated. Yeah, I would say so too. I mean, I thought it was really good. I mean, I think most people thought that, honestly. I feel like a lot of people did. So I was glad to see it. The Mimic Boss too. Well, I mean, a lot of stuff was good with the game, right? It wasn't just one thing. Expedition 33 has better gameplay than Baldur's Gate 3 by a mile. Well, yeah, because they focus mainly on gameplay. I think that's what makes the most sense, doesn't it? There's the video right there. I actually like Hypnotic's videos a lot. I mean, I've watched a lot of them myself. And, you know, make sure to give him a sub and everything like that. He has, how many does he have? 107,000 subscriberinos. Wow. And
This motherfucker does not pay me to do this.
Guys, we are somehow at tier 2. Before the stream even started. What the fuck, boys? What the fuck? Shout out to every single one of you. Welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live. We are live, we are live, we are live. We're gonna dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, boys, you gotta bring it in close. Come on. Bring it in close. Let's go. Yesterday was a fluke. Maybe yesterday was a fluke. I don't know. Who knows? But all I know is you got to bring it in close. Let's go. We got to hug it out. Don't forget, for those of you that come in and out of the stream, tonight is a legendary waifu battle. You are not going to want to miss this. Okay? We are going to take Hinata down tonight. Otherwise, she will become the #1 waifu ever in the waifu battles. Don't miss it. But while you're waiting for that, bring it in close, and we're going to hug it out really sensually. Don't worry, it's going to be really sensual, except for Old Man Cat. He has his dick out again. I don't know what's going on with that, boys. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. Listen very closely. If you're watching on YouTube, wait for it. Wait for it. Like the stream. Like the stream. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. All the actions on YouTube today. Holy shit. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you're watching anywhere else right now, you're probably going to ensure that Hinata wins. Because you're going to try to troll me. You bastards. So like the stream. Don't let it happen to you, boys. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking? What are we checking today? Guys, man, it's going to be wild, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be definitely an interesting conversation tonight. We got vindicated on a lot of different topics. We're going to be talking about Code Violet. We're going to be talking about the Steam machine. We got a lot we got to go over. But what are you guys checking? What are we checking today? Vodka levels check. You got a vodka level? Look at that. Vodka. Krieg Colonel Rub says vodka. Look at that. That's amazing. Cough check. Yeah, I got a fucking cough that won't go away. It's so annoying. It's unbelievably annoying. What else are we checking, man? Work sucks as usual check. I'm sorry. Hopefully we could bring you some entertainment. 534, 225 check, bro. At this point, Dr. Spike and King Dimwing, and even Trey is in there as well because he's a psycho. These guys are keeping track of the tiers. I don't even have to keep track anymore. It's insane. What else? What the fuck is going on with WB? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Warner Games. Warner Games is broke as fuck, as expected. We'll talk about that as well. What else are we checking, man? YouTube is about to glass Dr. Spike check? Oh, no. We will go to war to save Dr. Spike's life. Sonya Lisette with the check. Look at that. Look at that. Shout out. Fentanyl check. Elves are the best isekai girls. Well, there may or may not be a brand new clip, ladies and gentlemen. There may or may not be a brand new clip. And I'm going to go through all of the old clips today. And I'm going to keep the new one for last. Okay? And if by going through all the old clips, if by going through all the old ones, we don't have enough to get to the new one, well, then I'll announce it after that. Otherwise, I'm going to keep it a secret for right now. But there may or may not be a new clip in the rotation. Anyway. All right, guys, listen. Our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream, boys. Like the stream. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in his chat right now, aside from former Kotaku urinalist. Black Samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point last year, but no longer do. And people that swear that they don't watch this content, and yet for some reason they're here every day. It's honestly kind of weird. It's a little bit weird at this point. We got Felstaff, Mr. Melancholy, Setsuna Shadow, Sir Spamalot, Tanya Raven, Low KZ420 over on Rumble. We got Hanny, Vodka Nautic. For some reason, I like saying vodka. I just think it's funny. I don't know why. We got John D. Hashtag save Dr. Spike. Yes. They're probably going to they're probably going to come after Dr. Spike eventually. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, that's another word I like saying. Orga. I like saying orga and vodka. I don't know why. It's just like when I was playing Atomic Heart, I swear to God, I was saying those words way too often. It was honestly hilarious. Who else we got? We got Colonel Ruv in here. We got Deku Leader. We got Grimlock. What's up, Grimlock? We got Jay Sims. We got Mr. Melancholy. We got Soul Reaper. We got Pizza Cat. We got John D. Felstaff. D Draconic over on Rumble. Got Ron DFK. We got Chaotic Holy. We got Backbone EJ8. Ali Kusanagi. Got Gray Soul over on Rumble. Deku Leader. Limitless Andre. Got Frenchie07. 17 Crash Gaming. Old Man Cad. What's up, Old Man Cad? How you doing, bro? Who else we got in here? We got, let me scroll down. Magni. We got Dylan B. The King Joker. We got Mystic Vegeta. King Demon Wing. The legend. What's going on, man? King Demon Wing emojis in the chat, boys. We got Sonya Lisette. Let's get some Sonya emojis in the chat, boys. Come on. We got all the emojis in the world. Let's go. We got Review Big Cheese 200. We got Commander Sonok. Romanizer 24. Dr. fucking Spike. We got Dr. Spike emojis in the chat now. There's a lot of emojis. He says he's here until YouTube yeets me off the internet. I think they'll keep you for a while. But then eventually they're going to be like, all right, it's over. But that's not going to be for at least another 20 years. Am I right, Dr. Spike? No, probably not. We got more dots. We got Oliver Adam, Kane Bladed. We got Dart Dimos questioning his entire existence. Got Sir Spamalot says, I'm awake. We got Joseph, why are you late, grifter? You'll see. Tanya Raven. Shouting out Sonya. Grouchy Old Fart says, I'm here again. Odin Dark. Ron DFK. Blue Octopussy is screaming at the top of her lungs again. All right, 4 more people, boys. 4 more people, then we got to get on with the show. We got Adair Soto. Spectral Heartless. Rodoka. The voice in the water. We got Gray Soul on YouTube. We got Lucky Boy. We got Shinphil. Zelosi. Sleeping Nova. Melodic Method. He said Wudka. Wudka. I like that. I wish I could make that an emoji in and of itself. Wodka. We got who else is here? Let me scroll down. Spider Skywalker. What's up, man? We got Pizza Cat. We got Reaper Knight. We got 17 Crash Gaming. Calculator Golem says I've caught up. Frenchie07 says they're here. Dark Sister Loco. And last but not least, we got Demon Carol. We got Extra Hall. We got Cyber Rider. What's up, Cyber Rider? We got Jay Sims, Gremlin Producer. We got 717. We got, did I say 717? I read that wrong. It's 77. Okay, there you go. Whatever. Vodka is vodka. And then we got Sonia over on Rumble. We got, who is this? Panthera 1115. Fighter 4. And we got Dark Mages and Cookie Kaiju over on Rumble. All right, boys, listen, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member today. It's Friday, boys. It is a Friday. You understand? It's a Friday. We got to get a massive pre-weekend money shot, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Friday. Let's make it happen, boys. With all the vodka in your hands. We got Old Man Cad says, healing in my medical bunker, 40 meters below Pikes Peak on Terra, with Black Templar saying to get off the general's lawn and fuck off down by 3 and leave him alone. Also, Turkey, fuck your feelings. 1, 2, 3. Reaper Knight says, no Code Violet, no Nintendo, no Activision, no Call of Duty. To repent, booty hole protected by emojis. Una Reverse unleashed the power of the Devil Sword. Sparta, with Summoning Blades, Ultimate Shadow Clone, Jutsu down by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my fucking God. That made me cough. It is always Colonel Ruv. It is always Colonel fucking Ruv. What the fuck? You're banned. That's it. You're banned. I don't care if it's the beginning of January. It's always him. It's always fucking Colonel Ruv. I swear to God. Oh my God. Congratulations to Colonel Ruv. You are the recipients of the money shot today.
What the?
I swear, bro, it's always fucking Colonel Ruv, man. He's banned. That's it. Adios until February. Greedy bastard. All right, man. Listen, guys, we got a lot we got to talk about today. First off, shout out to New Blackstreet for rating the show. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much to Kata and Atreus. And Steph was on the show today. Yeah, that's right. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for rating. I appreciate that. We got a lot we got to talk about today, boys. We got a lot we got to talk about today. We are going to We are going to be checking out a lot of things. You know, I was actually going to make a video dedicated to Code Violet. I'm still going to. So make sure you guys support that video when it goes live. But we're going to be talking about Code Violet today. Guys, they're getting felted. I had to cough, sorry. They're getting felted, boys. You know, we talked about Code Violet in length. I think like multiple streams. I think it was like 2 or 3 streams. If you include SNH, probably 3. And we warned everybody. We were like, listen, man, this is made from Team Kill Media. They're not exactly known for making top tier content, right? They're very much known for putting out some asset flip, nonsense. And they're desperately trying to bait as many people into buying their product at maximum price as possible. And they use nostalgia from other games to do it. Well, apparently they're getting felted. Their reviews, they're getting like 4 out of 10. 3 out of 10. Even IGN is trashing them. And I'm going to explain why these people really love to utilize PlayStation. I'm going to tell you exactly why when we get into that conversation. So there's that. And then we're going to talk about Larian Studios seemingly bending the knee to the AI vaginas, okay? The people out there that are complaining about AI, well, if you guys are unaware, Larian Studios recently had their Reddit AMA where they went over a bunch of questions and they answered a bunch of questions. And in one of those questions, the journalists are hyper-focusing on it because they have openly said that they will no longer use generative AI to do any kind of concept planning, any kind of concept phase artwork, anything like that. Even though they never plan to put it in the game, they're not even gonna help their own process just to appease the people who are complaining about it. So we're gonna talk about that and see exactly what they had to say because it looks like they're bending the knee to the anti-AI gaming media. And then we're also gonna talk about Warner Games. Warner Games is broke as shit, boys, which is hilarious considering they're going into potentially getting bought out right now. But regardless, Warner Brothers Games is broke as shit. And we're going to go over some of the details surrounding that. We're also going to go over the Xbox Developer Direct. That apparently is going to have not 3 major games, but 4 major games they're going to talk about, which is interesting because nobody even knew that up until recently. Baldur's Gate 3 news. Apparently, the rumored Nintendo Switch version, well, that's not happening. Gee, I wonder why that is. And then, of course, we are going to talk about the leaks regarding Steam's machine. We're going to talk about the leaks, the pricing. There has been leaked pricing, which we will all take with a massive grain of salt when we talk about it. But we are going to talk about the leaked pricing regarding the Steam machine. So buckle up, guys. We got other stuff we're going to do too. We're going to look at indie games. This might be a long night, especially since we got a pretty crazy waifu battle planned tonight. So there's so much to go over. So I need you guys to buckle up, grab some fucking popcorn, get your Mountain Dew, whatever the hell you drink, except for Coke. Nobody drinks Coke here. And then we're going to get into the #1 segment on YouTube. How's the voice? Horrible, but I'm trying here. I'm trying. We're going to get to the #1 segment on YouTube, the #1 segment on Rumble, the #1 segment all around the galaxy that a certain journalist and her lawyer are currently trying to dox me over. This segment is no none other than the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names, SJW screaming, but it's money they blame, burning with envy, they're falling flat, they can't handle the sound of a super chat.
That's right, boys. We got ourselves the pre-stream legends where normally I would say if we get lucky. However, we are at the point now where we already hit it. So we are officially at 534 tier 1s in a row and 225 tier 2s in a row because you guys are insane. And I love you for it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So let's get into the content, boys, of the pre-stream legends. Starting us off, the legend himself, King Demon Wing. Everybody spam the King Demon Wing emojis in the chat right now, ladies and gentlemen. King Demon Wing dropped the first membership banger of the stream, starting the train at a 10 membership mega bank.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
And considering that is the first one of the stream, you already know what that means. Shout out to King Demon Wing, legendary support of the channel, man. I very much appreciate you. Thank you so much, my man. Absolute fucking legend. And then following it up, we have another legend. This guy, Dr. fucking Spike, nearly getting himself banned from gifting memberships on YouTube in one shot. He decided before the stream even started to drop not one, but 250 membership ultra mega hyper banks.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to Dr. Spike. Spam the Dr. Spike emojis in the chat right now. Whether you're watching on YouTube or on Rumble, spam the Dr. Spike emojis, ladies and gentlemen. This guy wants 4 clips. 4 clips. And we're going to start off in the most legendary way possible. You're not going to want to miss today's show, I'm telling you. So buckle up, like the stream, get some fucking popcorn, and enjoy the goonin'. Here we go.
All right, boys, we have another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Holy shit!
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Holy shit!
All right, boys, it's another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Holy shit!
Oh my God, it's a Red Boy Hyper Banger.
Holy shit!
Shout out to Dr. fucking Spike. Spam the emojis in the chat, man. Thank you so much. That is unbelievably legendary. And I think that is getting us fairly close to unlocking our brand new Steam numbers don't matter emoji. I would have to wait until tomorrow when, well, no, I'm lying. I would have to wait until Monday because I'd have to wait till everything rolls over, and it only rolls over on the business day. So I would have to wait. I would have to wait till Monday, sadly. But I'll know by Monday whether or not we unlocked the brand new emoji, which will be badass. So thank you, my good man. I appreciate that. And then we got Mr. Melancholy with a 2. Never virtue signal, never bend the knee. I agree. Just look at Splitgate. Then we got Dr. Spike, who decided to troll me early on in the stream. Voting for Hinata already. It says, what rules? For a 10. Son of a bitch. It's going to be a bloody waifu battle tonight, man. Just wait. Just wait. It's going to be a bloody waifu battle. It's going to be insane. And then we got 17 and Crash Gaming for 5 months of legendary status. Was going to bitch about how broke I am, but instead, thank you, Hypno. This is all I can afford to support your awesome content and laughs. Keep it up. Listen, like I told you in the chat, I don't know if you saw it. I think you did. Don't ever apologize for that. Don't ever apologize for that. I appreciate the support no matter what. Even if it's a like, a fucking share, a comment, like literally anything. Anything at all. Monetary or not. I appreciate you, my man. It means a lot to me when people are members. And if that's all you can do, that's all you can do. It is what it is. I appreciate it, man. It goes a long way. I dislike when people think like, and I know why people do it, but I dislike when people think their $2, their $5 doesn't go a long way. It does. It does. So I appreciate you, man. Fucking legend. Thank you so much. And then we got Dart Dimos. We need cake emojis. We need cake emojis in the chat. We need cake emojis in the chat right now, ladies and gentlemen. Dart Dimos with the 99.99. The first Red Boy Hyper Banger up.
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's a way of life. Mucha lucha.
Shout out to Dart Dimos. Happy 59th birthday. And then he says, now give me gingers. Well, good thing I saved them from the first round of clips. Here we go.
It's a Red Boy Hyper Banger, bitches! Let's bring the ladies in! Holy shit!
Darth Dimos. Happy 59th birthday, my man. I appreciate you. Legendary. And hope to see another. Let's give you another 30. At that point, I think most people want to check out a life. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, shout out to you, my man. Darth Dimos, 59 years old. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. 59 years of legendary status. Fucking legend, dude. We got Odin Dark. What a 2 says, what do you call Code Violet's failure? Code Red. This fucking guy, bro. Trey Burkhalter. I'm telling you, this guy's the Joker. This guy's literally the Joker. He just wants to see the world burn. Trey Burkhalter with a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger. The second one of.
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's a way of life. Mucha lucha.
He says, fuck your rules. Give me the new clip, you sick punk. Listen, Trey. Okay, so you don't even know what it is. All right. You don't even know what it is. Are you sure you want the new clip? Are you positive? Trey, do you want the new clip? Because again, you don't even know what it is. You don't know what it is. So is this where we're going with? Okay. All right. The chat's freaking out. Look at that. The chat. Yep. Okay. He said, yep. All right. All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Trey is summoning the new clip into the rotation. This will be a brand new addition to all the clips we already have, and I'm working on more. This is for you, Trey. Enjoy, my man.
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
There are so many confused directions in the chat right now. There are so many confused erections in the chat right now. And that's not my fault, okay? That's not my fault. Listen, I saw you guys saying it was orcs. It's not orcs, okay? Those are goblin girls. Those are goblin girls, okay? That is the official goblin girl clip. And every time I tried to make them short in goblins, it wouldn't want to do it. It didn't let me do it. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. We're just gonna work with this. So that is the goblin girl clip. Congratulations. We officially have it. I know you guys were asking for that. Some of you anyway. Some of you were asking for that. And now you traumatize the entire chat. So you can answer. You can answer for that. Okay. Fucking Trey, man. That's hilarious. I was like, you sure? Are you positive? Are you positive you want it? Oh, man. Odin Dark with a 222. Hi, Sonya. Get well soon. Shout out to Odin Dark, man. Appreciate that. Ali Kusanagi for 20 months of legendary status said absolutely nothing. 0. Appreciate that, man. Real life fake monkey with a 99-cent super sticker. I'm assuming you came over from New Blackstreet. Probably. Appreciate that, man. Colonel Ruv with 10 months says Commissar Stalinotic. You look rather down here. Have this vodka. Drink, comrade. Drink. Is this the gulag? Hail the chat and all. And yes, I have no regrets, but I can't see now. Well, sounds like you deserve your ban from the money shot. Real life fake monkey with a 189. What do you say about Coke? I think you misspoke. Did that unironically rhyme? How did you rhyme? That's crazy. No, that was just a little felting that I threw out there for Cassie in case she's watching. That's all. That's all it is. Wait a second. Is this a mistake? Is this a repeat? Is my StreamYards messing with me? Let me check the top chat. Hold on. Let me check the top chat. Oh shit, it's not messing with me. Is this a third one? This is a third 50 membership ultra hyper mega banger? Seriously?
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Bro, who is this guy? Who? I got spiked? Yeah, seriously. Bro. Jesus fucking Christ. He's not done. No, he's not done, apparently, Odin Dark. Is that what we're going to say? That's what we're going to call it now? You got spiked? He's going to get banned? Oh, he's definitely banned from memberships right now. He says the doctor, bro. Oh, you think Dr. Spike is Asmongold? Bro, can you imagine? No, I don't think Dr. Spike is Asmongold. He's Mr. Moneybags? No, he's the doctor. That's insane, bro. What do I even say? At a third, seriously, at a third 50 membership hyperbanger, what the fuck do I even say? Some fan with a large amount of disposable income? Bro. He's the doctor. I got spiked. That's just gonna be the saying from now on. All right, well, listen, that's 2 more clips. That's 2 more clips. And I know the 2 that I'm gonna play. Let's go.
Okay, everyone, we got another Red Boy hyper banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Holy shit.
All right, boys, we have another Red Boy hyper banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Holy shit.
Shout out to Dr. fucking Spike, man. Again, we got Spike, ladies and gentlemen. A third 50 membership ultra mega hyper banger. Insanity, my man. I never know what to say other than thank you, which I feel like is never enough, but it is what it is, man. What can I say? Benjamin in the chat was like, don't go spending your rent money and stuff on Hypnotic. And I'm just going to say, and then I tell people this all the time, and I try to ensure that everybody's fine because I don't want you spending money on me if you're not fine. I just want you to hang out. But sometimes people don't listen. So I really don't know what to tell you. People are grown-ass adults. They're going to do what they're going to do. But I do, you know, like I say all the time, take care of yourselves first. That's number one. Always. Always. There are other people that will monetarily donate. They can. And those that can't, well, guess what? You get to hang out anyway. Because it's not a fucking it's not a what do you call that? A paywalled stream. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted everybody to pay the view, then it would be a paywalled stream. And that would be gay. So I hope that makes sense. Dr. Spike, thank you, brother, for the 50. I appreciate that, man. Unbelievably legendary. Speedy Cake, another legend. Look at this guy with a 20.
Lucha, lucha, lucha. It's the way of life. Lucha, lucha.
He says, I got to thank both you and Fratanga's videos for warning me off of Code Violet, man. As before I saw those, I saw the game in Dino Crisis tinted glasses. And afterwards, all I could see was the game for what it was, a steamer. First off, I love hearing shit like this. And I love hearing shit like this, not just for people that say, thank you for warning me about this game. I love hearing this shit from all the people that message me and they're like, hey, I bought this game because I saw you playing and I really liked it. You know what I mean? So it goes both ways, which is really cool. Because I don't tell you what to do with your money. I let you just watch the content and you decide, you know, whatever you want to do from there. But that's awesome, man. I'm glad I could help you with a purchase. Well, I should say lack of purchasing decision. So that's awesome, dude. I'm glad that helped. And you know, we covered Code Violet, like I said, I think it was like 3 streams we covered it or something like that, and maybe like 1 or 2 videos. And to be honest with you, when I first saw it as well, if you guys remember, when I saw the trailer the first time, I was like, oh, that looks kind of okay. It looks kind of okay. I'm gonna look more into it. And then when I looked more into it, I realized, oh shit, this is Team Kill Media. Like they don't exactly have the greatest reputation. There's a lot of red flags with this company, you know? And that was it. At that point, once I started diving down the rabbit hole, I was like, yeah, this seems suspicious. Anyway, we're gonna talk about it. Don't worry about it. We're almost caught up. We got where are we at? Yamato with a 2 says only Eve can stop Hinata now. Release her, bro. Eve got felted last time, okay? She's not being released, man. That's just is what it is. She's not being released. Real life fake monkey with a 189. Here's money for your G-Wagon. Bro, what? What? That made me cough. That's funny. First off, I don't have money for a G-Wagon. Okay. And second off, if you don't believe me, and I did have money for a G-Wagon, I would not fucking buy a G-Wagon. Okay. Do you know how gay a G-Wagon is? No offense to the people that like G-Wagons. Okay. No offense to you guys. But G-Wagons have little to no room, cost an insane amount of fucking money, so that you could be pretty much uncomfortable the entire time. Like, you could be a 5 foot tall midget. You could be Kata and still not have room in a G-Wagon. All right. I'll leave the G-Wagon for the fucking Californian, social media influencers that all want to convince their other friends that they have money. I'm good. I don't need a G-Wagon. That's like the gayest thing ever, in my opinion. Hypno rolling in the Bigotomobile. Yeah, Bigotomobile sounds better for sure, but not a G-Wagon. Fuck that shit. That's gay. But like I said, no offense to the people that like G-Wagons, because I know like stylistically they look cool. Like, have you guys ever seen a hold on? Keep fucking coughing. Have you guys ever seen a G-Wagon 4x4 squared? Have you guys ever seen that? A G-Wagon 4x4 squared? Now that shit's fucking impressive. That shit's a monster. I still wouldn't buy one, but it's a monster. A G-Wagon 4x4 squared. Crazy, bro. So imagine a G-Wagon, but on steroids. Right? Imagine a G-Wagon that's like double the size and is an absolute fucking monster. It's hard to portray it in pictures. Hold on. G-Wagon 4x4 squared. Let's see. It's hard to show you in pictures because pictures are not going to show you. Okay, you know what? I'm lying. Here you go. Look at this picture, bro. This is a G-Wagon 4x4 squared, right? I found this on Google. Hold on. Stupid shit. Come on. All right, so this is a G-Wagon 4x4 squared. Look at the size of this motherfucker. Look at this. Look how tall this is. This thing comes with side steps. You could get side steps on the side to help you get in the car. Look at this compared to a regular car. Look how tall this is. It's gigantic. It is a monster. Now, this is a 4x4 squared, right? It's a 4x4 squared. So a regular G-Wagon is like half the height. It's a lot lower than that. But still, it's crazy. And then you have the 6x6. You ever seen a 6x6? That's custom, though. You ever seen a G-Wagon 6x6? That's custom, though. I don't think that's necessarily from Mercedes, but I know Mercedes can do the delivery on it. Look at this, bro. Look at the G-Wagon 6x6. Look at it. Look how fucking useless this is. Like, why would you spend money on this? I don't care how rich I would ever be. This is fucking insanity. What the fuck are we doing, bro? Are you role-playing Mad Max? Is that what you're doing? Are you out here pretending like you're in the desert and it's a post-apocalypse? Like, what's going on here? What the fuck is this shit? It's crazy, bro. It looks like a Lego kit. Bro, it's insane. I don't have one. No. I don't have one. I don't want one. I don't want one. I'm good, bro. This is crazy. This is like you buy this just because you don't know what to do with your money. That's really what it is. You buy this if you legit don't know what the fuck to do with your money, and you're like, you know what? I'm either going to sue someone and try to make them broke, or I'm going to buy this. That's basically it. Can you install a turret on it? Maybe. You can do everything else. The fucking fenders are carbon fiber. You see that? It's crazy. Maybe ABF has one. Maybe ABF probably does. See, there's two kinds of people that could technically fit inside of a G-Wagon. One is a Kata, and one is a Finger. Both of them are of equal size, right? They're both of equal size. So you those are the only two things known to man that can fit inside of a G-Wagon comfortably. It's crazy shit, bro. Anyway, there's your picture. Looks fake. It's not fake. It's not. I've seen one of these in real life. It's not fake. Trust me. All right. Speedy Cake, no problem, man. Appreciate you, bro. And real life fake monkey, not happening. We got Trey Burkhalter with a 2. Live Warhammer better. Oh, live Warhammer better, but still a close second. Did you actually enjoy the Goblin clip? That's great. Gray Soul with a 2. No, my Goblin girls are deformed. They're not deformed. It's okay. And then we got James Hop with a 5. Hypno, my AI will make Goblin girls that look like goblins. If you need some, ZL has no guardrails on the AI image generation. Yeah, but because can I do like real video though? I like VO3 because it looks like real video. All the other video with like Grok and all that shit, it's so obviously fake. You can tell by the frame rate too. I like it the way it is. I appreciate it though, James Op. Thank you, brother. Fucking legend. All right, let's go over to Rumble. Then we're getting ready to start. We got, thank you for sticking out, guys. I appreciate you. We got Crash Collins with a 5. Might as well get Rumble on the board. Thank you, Crash Collins. Rumble was quiet today. Rumble was quiet, and Crash Collins was like, you know what? I'm coming in here. I'm dropping a 5 banker. It is what it is. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Got Rumble on the board. Then we got a Dare Soto with a 5 on Rumble. The world is on fire, Hypno. Journalism is losing their job. Ubisoft is dying slowly. And the gaming industry don't know what the hell they're doing, trying to squeeze every penny out of the consumer. Well, to be fair, it's not just the gaming industry. Although the gaming industry has been doing this for quite a while now, and most of their efforts are put into monetization strategies, trying to desperately figure out how they can, like you said, nickel and dime everybody. But to be fair, all these industries out here are trying to do it because they're all fucking running out of money. Subsidization is becoming harder and harder and harder. What was easily subsidized before is no longer easily subsidized. So now they actually have to make money. I know that's scary, but they have to do it. Adair Soto with a 2. And finally, it's not game related. The big city capital, Iran, has fallen to the protests and raising the original flag, the lion's sun, and women are removing the things that cover their face. Really? I didn't realize that was even happening in Iran. Well, there you go. Deadeye's Lock with $1. How do you reveal a woman hiding their fake ego? You activate your trump card. Ooh. It's bad. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Zero Honeydew. I see you're still harassing your man. What's his name again? Support. Child support. Wow. DJ Conic with $1. We got elves, fairies, and now goblins. What's next, chat? Dwarves, mermaids, or succubi? I'm not going to spoil it, but there might be some things in the works. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Honeycomb drops for Hypno Sick Fun. Thank you, man. I wish I could have a cough drop, but I can't because then people are going to be like, I don't want to hear that, you know? So I just got to deal with the cough. It is what it is. All right. One more. Beautiful Zexa with a 2. I bet Smash JT owns a G-Wagon. No, even worse. He owns a Tesla. And that's really fucking gay. So gay. So gay. All right. Let's Let's get. Oh, the chat's losing their mind. All right, let's get into the content, boys. Shout out to Smash JT. Everybody's like, stop it. That clip should be banned. It's okay. Don't worry about it. All right, boys, we're going to get into the content. Let's get into the content. We do the indie showcase first. But I was like, you know what? Let's look at some of these funny ass videos that we have because we have a lot of funny videos. A lot of funny videos. All right. So let's go over that and see what we got going on. Let me X this out. First off, I saw this clip. I have to share with you. It's not a funny video, but it's a legendary one. I got goosebumps listening to this fucking music because it's that good. Okay. I don't care what anybody says about, oh, recency bias, whatever. Expedition 33 has some of the best music that I've ever heard. It really is that good. And every single song matches the moment that's in the game. Right? Whatever's happening on screen, it matches perfectly. And I fucking love it. Okay. What this video is what Elden Ring would look like if it was Expedition 33. Which is pretty badass. So, and the music was just, it brought me back. It made me want to play the game. I'm not even gonna lie. This made me want to play Expedition 33 again just for the boss music because it was that good. But anyway, let's see what we got.
To I, Nicola, and my promised consort, Radon.
Bro, this music is unbelievable. Like, I really, this music, I know the sound quality is not good, probably because of StreamYard, so maybe if I lower it a little bit. This music is unbelievable. Like, fuck. Tell me if the sound quality is better. Maybe if I mute my mic. It's probably picking up my mic. Hold on. I'm going to mute. Correct. So yeah, this is basically just like a mod video showing what Elden Ring would look like if it had Expedition 33 combat. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, StreamYards. The problem with StreamYards is that it's constantly trying to pick up your mic. So since it's constantly trying to pick up the mic, it fucks with the audio of the video. So you have to mute yourself in order for the audio from the video to play uninterrupted. So luckily I was able to figure that out. Anyway, that was pretty sick. So definitely a cool thing that brought me back to wanting to play Expedition 33. Also, guys, apparently this is not a funny video. This is more like a what the fuck video. Have you guys seen this new MSI monitor that people are talking about? Have you guys seen this? The new MSI monitor people are talking about. This shit literally has hacks built in. I don't see how they could sell this monitor without having massive issues from a multitude of people. I don't see it. It has literal gaming hacks built into it. Watch. It's a $1,700 monitor. Watch this. Let me mute myself. Hold on.
MSI MEG X monitor teased with 6 AI assist modes. What does that mean? Automatically highlights in-game characters. Recovers faster from flashbangs? What? Recover faster from flashbangs? That's cheating. You're telling me I can load up CSGO and Valorant and just basically not get flashed? AI scope. Automatically zooms in on targets for precision with optimal night vision. Oh, hell yeah. It's time to do a Tarkov night raid. MSI also mentions AI Robot Lite, which it describes as a hands-free assistant for quick monitor actions during gameplay. This monitor gives you aim assist? Okay, that's cheating. So you can't get flashed, you get aimbot, and you get to zoom in on targets without a scope while seeing them at night.
Bro, how is any of that allowed? How is any of that allowed, bro? Can somebody explain to me how is that allowed? So you're gonna have a monitor that could give you night vision. It can auto zoom for you. It can practically semi aim for you with aim assist. And then on top of that too, like what the fuck? Now, obviously, I'm sure you're gonna need a pretty decent like PC to use this monitor, but I still think that's kind of insane, bro. This monitor is gonna be banned from every single tournament imaginable. And even if it's not, talk about an advantage in PvP games. Does it come with God mode? Might as well at this point. How like this is gonna give you such a major advantage. So I don't know, man. It's $1,700 allowed, bro. Even, but that's literally pay to win, in my opinion. My monitor can kick your monitor's GPU. Yeah, I know, right? You're basically announcing you're cheating. What are you gonna do about? Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know. It's just kind of wild to me. We shall see how that goes. But yeah, that's gonna be insane. I saw that. I was like, I wonder what people think about this. Guys, if you ever feel too small to fight back against someone, just remember that out here, there is a real video. This is not AI. It's a real video. I'll just play it. Why would you have this music? I gotta lower the music. Look at this guy. He's like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. And the rhino's like, no, fuck you, bitch. Walking away, running. And look, he's like, nope, you're not getting in here, bitch. Look at this. I'll chase you off, bitch. Look at that. Bro, the rhino is scared as shit. Scared as shit. This is like Kata versus the Big Show. Kata fighting Ryan. Oh, my God, bro. Isn't that wild? That's insane. A little deer versus a rhino. That's next level shit. I saw this and I'm like, what? And I thought this was AI. And then I verified, no, it's not actually AI. It's crazy, bro. That's why, listen, Kata's out there fighting hard, man. You know what this is? Kata on the left, Fat Con on the right. That's what that is right there. Kata on the left, Fat Con on the right. That's what we're going to see when they go to Fat Con. You already know it's true. All right, next one. Couple more. Yo, epic fight right now. You want to see two retards fight? Check this out. Two retards fighting in the middle of the road. Look at this. Crazy.
这在干嘛？两个土拨鼠打架呢。土拨鼠打架呢？啊，笑死我了！当时说在会议上的路上会上土拨鼠打架，他真的遇到了两个土拨鼠打架。哎呦，笑死我了！哎呦呦呦！
This motherfucker does not pay me to do this.
They were fighting real hard out there, boys. They were fighting real hard out there. That was amazing. All right, last funny video. These guys, I told you yesterday, and if you didn't believe me, you better believe me. Because these videos are secretly becoming some of my favorite videos. El Presidente, bro. These videos are becoming some of my favorite videos ever. And the moment I saw this and it was a different one, I was like, yes, El Trumpo. El Trumpo, let's go. I love it. Let's go. Hold on. Let's play this shit.
Buenos nachos, amigos. Yo soy su presidente, el señor Donaldo J. Trumpo. I love El Mexico, but your cartel bandidos are mucho estúpido. Comprende? They keep sending el cocaíno to los Estados Unidos y eso no bueno. Anyway, if they keep sending el cocaíno to El America, Señor Trumpo will land a mucho grande missile up their asso. Comprende, amigos? Muchas gracias, muchachos, y que viva el México, cabrones.
Oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever, bro. He said El Cocoino. Oh man, I love these videos. I love these videos. This is fantastic. This is what AI was made for. All right, AI solely exists just for this. He puts an O at the end of every word that's not an actual Spanish word. And then the actual Spanish words, he does say correctly, but he says it very white. It's so good. And then the fuck around and find out sombrero is just top tier. Bro is fluent. He's so fluent. He's so fluent. Trump has to have seen this. Yeah, I'm sure he did. He's like, this is amazing. I love these clips, man. I if you guys ever find more El Trumpo clips, you can tag me on Twitter to show me. I would love to see them. I approve of these. They're amazing. They're so good. They're so good. El Trumpo, man. The guy's a fucking legend, dude. Holy shit. All right. Okay, we're gonna get into the indie showcase now. Let's look at some games. We don't got too many games to look at today, but we got a couple. Let's look at some games and then we're gonna cover the topics. So here we go.
All right, folks, it's time for the Indie Game Showcase.
All right, first one on the dock is called Rune Dice. That's it, just Rune Dice. Starting off the video, stabbing one of our goblin girls. It's not good. All right, here we go. If we saw this, don't worry about it. We're gonna look at it again. Rune Dice. People are saying we saw this already. That's okay because there are people in here that didn't see it already. So that's okay. Shout out to Mr. Rouge. Mr. Rouge emoji in the chat right now. What's up, Mr. Rouge? How you doing? All right, next one up. That's Rune Dice. Old Man Cad dropped the link in the chat if you want to check it out. Next one up is called Far North Survival, which looked pretty interesting. It's an open world survival game set in the Arctic Circle. You don't see that too often. Just check this out. Here we go. Mute myself. Yeah, bro, you beating the shit out this. I didn't know that was gonna happen. God damn, man. This is kind of brutal. I like it. All right. I mean, the graphics looked a little bit odd. I don't know if it's just like the animations are not done properly, but it's a really brutal game. They are not fucking around. They are, you beat the shit out of the seal in the beginning, cut open the animal. You can look inside and decide what you want to take out of it. I mean, this is some real shit. So it doesn't look like they're pulling any punches. So the game is called Far North Survival. Check that one out on Steam. All right, next one up, we got Psycho Pump 2. Psycho Pump 2 is a psychological horror game, apparently. Psycho Pump 2. Let's see what we got. What the fuck is that? Some freaky ass looking creatures, man. Is that Angel Woman? What the fuck? Bro, is there another trailer? No. This is some weird shit, which is probably what it's aiming for, considering they say it's a psychological horror game. Never heard of this game. Seemed interesting enough. I do like the graphic style, like a kind of pixelated style. I'm really starting to like pixelated horror games. Definitely an odd one. So consider checking that out if you're interested in psychological weird horror games. Next one up is called Elementalis. Did I say that right? Elementalis? Something like that. Elementalis. Let's just go with that. All right, here we go. I really like the vibe of this game. I'm not going to lie to you. It's like old school Zelda. I really like the vibe of this. The music was fucking nice too, man. I might have to check this one out. Very, very cool. It's called Elementalis. You can check it out on Steam. Supposedly it's coming this year. Smash, what's up, Smash? In the chat, he says, did I ever play Mouth? No, I want to. I have it. It was a game that I had put up for voting during Horror Month last year. And it didn't win. It got close to winning, but it didn't win. So I never got the chance to play it, but I definitely want to play it. I know it's a short game. So, and it's like that. It's the same thing. It's like a weird psychological horror game. Yeah, I know. People say it's really good. I got to check that out, man. Shout out to Smash in the chat. All right, next one up. That was a cool game. I like that one. We got two more. We got Fallen Fates, which is a 2D pixel art fantasy world. Let's see what we got going on here. Fallen Fates. Press play.
The more I try, the more they come. What am I missing? How long can I keep this up? Can I keep this up? No matter how much I train, it's not enough. They just keep coming.
Yo, am I the only one that think that sounds like Monaco from Expedition 33? Definitely sounds like Monaco, bro.
No one has ever made it to the breach. It just stays existing out there, poisoning the land while we're all here dying. I need to go further, get to the source of all of this. Am I strong enough?
Actually, I'm hearing more Verso now. Am I crazy? I'm hearing more Verso now. When he was like, you need to be strong enough. I must be crazy.
I'm not, but we are. Fate has bound us together. And no matter how far we must go, no matter how many enemies rise in our way, together, no one can stop us. And as long as we're not alone, everything will be okay, Cat.
That's definitely Ben Starr. Yep. Yep. Definitely Ben Starr. I'm not surprised considering Expedition 33 is going to give them a whole bunch of opportunities. These guys are about to become the fucking Pedro Pascals of the voice industry. Ben Starr, and what is her name? Jennifer English or whatever. Miss English. She's going to be in literally everything. Ben Starr is going to be in literally everything. That's just kind of how it's going to go for a while. Fallen Fates. I will say that the game, they already are. Yeah, but now it's going to be even more so. Even more so. Did Jennifer English was gay? She's so gay. She made sure everybody knew about it. I would say the game looks interesting. It definitely looked like a Hades style video game. And if the voice acting is good and the gameplay is good, it's definitely something I would check out for sure. It all depends on the price too. It all depends on the price, because if you're hiring somebody like Ben Starr, that means you got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? All right, last one up. Let's see. And then we'll catch up on supers. This game is called Hides, Haunt, and Seek. It's a spooky party game. And by spooky, they probably mean really cozy. So let's see what we got going on here.
Welcome, welcome, silly seekers, to the halls of Hyde Manor.
That was creepy. That was definitely creepy. That last one was creepy. What's this?
Brave enough to enter, come join our game of boo.
I say over and over and over again, I hate being alive, I hate being alive, I hate breathing, I hate being alive.
What the fuck is going on, boy? What the fuck is what is this? What is this? What's going on?
Once you step inside, Lord Thaddeus Hyde can tell you the rules. Use your spectral flashlight to seek the ghost with ease. Then blast them with your spectral beam to absorb their energy. When you power up your flashlight, you'll see arrows on the ground. Keep them in view, for they point to where keepsakes can be found. Hides, haunt, and seek.
I'll say this, okay? Because I like weird shit like this. But, I mean, this was not hitting for me. I don't know why. But I will say this. Props to them. Because to do something like this for your game, I mean, this is definitely one way to try to be different. I'll say that. This is definitely one way to be different. And it's also very creative in a way. So props to them. Props to them for trying to do that. Even though it's cringe as fuck. But it's definitely them trying to be creative. You can't hate on that. But you definitely can think it's cringe though, that's for sure. Anyway, so yeah, interesting way to market your game. But in terms of the game itself, though, these are the developers. I don't know, maybe, probably. In terms of the game itself, though, not really super into it. Well, the gameplay just looked really like, I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. And by the way, the trailer is super laggy. It's not StreamYards. Like the gameplay here is running at like 5 FPS. It just looks like that. So that's a little worrisome. Even the title carding, all of this is in like 5 FPS. This looks good, but everything else was just weird. So I don't know. Not my kind of game. So I will have to pass on that. But we will still link it in the chat anyway for those of you that may want to check it out. Okay, and that is the final indie game of the showcase. Let's check scoopers. We got a Dare Soto with a 5, and one last thing. Minnesota already has the summer of love now. They're going to have the winter of love burning their city again. Good. Good. Let it happen. Let it happen. You want to know why I say let it happen? Is because all these cities, it's really amazing, truthfully, when you think about it. All of these cities have these people. They want to get angry over anything other than the shit that actually affects them. Because they are emotional creatures that vote emotionally, live emotionally. They do everything emotionally. So if they want to burn, and the thing is, they burn their own fucking cities to the ground, which is hilarious, by the way. Like they burn their own cities to the ground. Who do you think you're owning here, bro? At the end of the day, you still need to live in the place that you're burning down. Notice how these people, because they're lazy activists, right? These people are not real activists. They're slacktivists, right? They're very lazy. Notice how these people, they'll go to their backyards or like their cities and they'll protest, whatever. A lot of them are paid to do it, whatever, it's fine. They'll go do that, but they'll burn their own cities to the ground because they're too fucking lazy to go to the towns of the people that they actually have problems with. And they're also too scared to do it because they know that those people, not only do they have a lot of land, but they also have a lot of guns. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go out there? Okay. What the fuck are you gonna do? So they think they're owning people by burning their own cities to the ground. It's like, bro, you gotta wake up the next day and you gotta look at this place. We don't gotta look at this place. I don't gotta look at your fucking city being burned to the ground. You gotta look at it, not me. That'll really show them. Yeah, you're really doing a good job. You're showing the chuds by burning your own fucking cities to the ground. And then they'll be the first ones to complain when necessary businesses leave their cities. I think it was Chicago, last I remember, that they were complaining because I think Walmart or somebody was pulling out of town. They were pulling like multiple businesses out of town because the town got burned to the fucking ground and they were dealing with so much theft. Theft was like massive. Theft was massive in Chicago and the companies got tired of dealing with it. I think it was like Target or Walmart. I think it was Walmart though. And they ended up pulling out. They're like, yeah, we're going to leave. We're going to leave. We're out of here. And the fucking mayor or whoever at the time was getting all emotional. Shit was like, oh, you shouldn't do that. These are necessary businesses. Why are you leaving? Like, bro, what do you mean? Why are they leaving? You treated them like shit. You treated them like shit. And now you're like, oh, don't leave. Bro, what are you, an abusive fucking boyfriend? It's crazy, man. Businesses are leaving San Francisco in droves too. Oh yeah, I know. They're leaving all these major cities. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. That's not gaming related. Ron DFK with a 5, far north. You get to go igloo clubbing. Don't harp on me. I give it a seal of approval. Really? A seal of approval? How are you going to make a seal joke after we just watched a seal get its head bashed in and then fucking cut open to have all its organs displaced? Really? Why, Ron? Crazy, bro. Smash JT for 16 months of legendary status. You sound a lot better. I told you to lay off the dust porn, man. Damn. I'm not. Hold on. I'm fighting this fucking cough that I keep having to mute myself. But no, I've had my energy for a couple days now. But it's this dry cough that won't go away that's so fucking gay and annoying. But other than that, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. And no, it's not Dustborn, goddamn. It's not Dustborn. Odin Dark with a 2. Darwinism is a necessity. Shout out, man. Appreciate that, Odin Dark. And then we got Old Man Cad for $2 on Rumble. Says, I forgot to mention that I got my front teeth back last week. 2 nice implants. Oh, and my cast came off today. I am in a removable splint now. Damn, Old Man Cad. This guy's getting repaired like an android. It's amazing. Shout out to Old Man Cad. Thank you for that, man. Supporting Rumble. That's amazing. Shout out, bro. Appreciate that. Better than you were? Yeah, no, I'm definitely better than I was, for sure. I'm definitely better than I was. Look at fucking Tanya, bro. You need some Smash JT. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
This motherfucker does not pay me to do this.
No. I refuse. I refuse. All right, boys. Topics. Let's hit the topics. We're going to do Code Violet first. Because my God, it is it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's looking bad, boys. Looking bad. All right. So I'm not gonna say that I'm vindicated and that a lot of other people are vindicated. But I am gonna say that I'm vindicated and that a lot of other people are vindicated. Okay. So today, Code Violet's reviews are coming out. And they are not good. Okay. Now, if you guys remember the streams and the videos that I did on Code Violet, actually, the video that I did on Code Violet has about 60 some odd thousand views at the time of doing this stream. And I specifically stated a couple of things. Number one is that Team Kill Media seems to have really terrible reviews for all their games. And all the reviews for their games say the same exact thing every single time. The game is broken. The game is buggy, glitchy. It's an asset flip, lazy, all kinds of shit, right? And the developers have a history of blaming everything other than themselves, right? So they have a history of blaming the platforms, right? Xbox, whatever, PC. Not PlayStation, though. They love PlayStation, which we're going to go over in a second why that is. But Code Violet has a history, well, not Code Violet, I'm sorry. Team Kill Media has a history of blaming everything else other than themselves. Also, if you go on social media and you look at their profile, you'll realize that they're pretty fucking aggressive. All right? I'm not talking about trolly, funny, aggressive. I'm just talking about like flat out aggressive. Any criticism about their game that is not fluffed, right? They'll take criticism if it's fluffed. But if the criticism is direct, they don't like that. They'll pass it off as people who didn't play our game. They'll tell you that you need to play the game before you could basically have an opinion on it. Here's the reason why they tell you that. It's the same reason why they like PlayStation. This company loves PlayStation because PlayStation has, by far, one of the worst refund policies in digital media. If you buy a game on PlayStation, you are more likely, right? You are more likely to win the fucking lottery than you are to get a refund. That is the reason why they love the PlayStation platform. Because at that point, the amount of people that are stupid enough that don't know any better that buy this game are going to buy it and they're going to be stuck with it. And that's exactly what's happening here. They also don't like the fact that people have the ability to now talk about this and get the word out there because they rely on nostalgia marketing. If you don't realize, Team Kill Media tends to tie whatever video game they're coming out with another video game that people actually care about. In this scenario, they did it with Dino Crisis. They tried to make it seem as if it's going to be a spiritual successor to Dino Crisis. And they're like, yeah, you guys like Dino Crisis, right? So you're going to love our game. This is what they do. And it's the way that they market their games. So this game, they try everything they can to get you to buy it, which is why they do the whole, well, this is for people that didn't play the game. So go buy the game and make up your own mind, right? We're going to go over a post that they made going over exactly that. But Code Violet reviews are out. And even IGN, all right, 7 out of 10, IGN, Shill Media IGN, gave them a 4 out of 10. Push Square gave them a 4 out of 10. IGN says that Code Violet flat out is a bad game. Push Square says Code Violet is a mess. And keep in mind, every single game that they've ever come out with has had the same exact reviews. I had to cough, sorry. Every single one. I don't think there's one video game that Team Kill Media has come out with that hasn't been reviewed as like buggy fucking shit. Not one, right? So this is why they desperately don't want to go to the PC platform, because PC platform, Steam has a really good refund policy, and Steam also has very descriptive written reviews. PlayStation does not have that. All PlayStation has is the star system, which, by the way, I'm curious. Code Violet review rank on PlayStation. What is it ranking at right now? Let's see. What is it looking like on PS5? What if I go Code Violet PlayStation Store? What if I find that? Because I'm very curious. Oh, so is it not out yet? It's not out yet. Okay, it's not out. It's technically not out yet. Okay. So it's coming out in 1 hour and 19 minutes. So they're doing damage control. They're desperately doing damage control, trying to quell the bad reviews. They'll never reveal the numbers. Well, that's the good thing. They don't have to, because on PlayStation, you can see the review ranking system with the stars. And usually it's bullshit, but you can still get an idea. So the game is coming out in 1 hour and 19 minutes, according to PlayStation Store. So this is all basically early reviews that they're getting cooked on. I'm telling you right now, if you are a player out there, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. If you want to buy this game, go for it. I hope you have a good time. I really do. However, it's not looking good. There is a lot of red flags that are on the field with this game, just like there are with many games that Team Media has done in the past. And if you're a little bit on the fence, I probably would wait until you see a couple of more reviews from people you trust, and then you can make your decision from there. Because I know a lot of people don't trust IGN. I know a lot of people don't trust Shill Gaming Media. So they wait till YouTubers play it or whatever. Regardless of whatever it may be, I would be a little bit careful buying it on PlayStation, because the refund policy is terrible. And it's never going to be in your favor. They're cooking this game. Code Violet is not the Dino Crisis successor you may have hoped for. It doesn't even clear the bar of being a successful clone of the various other third-person shooters it cribs most of its ideas from. Oh my God, bro. How are you getting felted by IGN? How are you getting felted by IGN? Anyway, its dated map layouts and visual style let its predecessors down. The only weight I felt from its convoluted story and flat empty, bro. I can't even. Wow. Push Square. Code Violet is a mess. Crummy combat, tedious exploration, technical problems. The sexy costumes and horny camera work seem at odds with both Violet as a character and the tone of the writing. Even at wait. Hold on. I got a cough. Hold on. Wait. Wait. So you mean to tell me that the game that ran on the marketing of we respect our voice actresses, so we don't want to put it on the PC platform because we don't want Gooner mods? This same fucking company apparently has all the sexy costumes and horny camera work that's gonna have you gooning at the character? Oh boy. That's rough. That's a rough one. Even at 6 hours long, it's tough to recommend. The game is 6 hours long. The game is 6. Oh man. John D says, "Mate, we covered this before. You don't remember?" I do remember, but I didn't know they were going to be having the camera work too. I knew about the sexy outfits. I didn't know the camera was going to be all up in that ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. The game is 6 hours long, bro. This is a massive bait and switch. This game is such a massive bait and switch. It's not even funny. And this is what Team Kill Media does all the time. This is a $50 video game. A $50 video game. And you're going to get about 6 hours of work from the game. And that's if you could even complete the game. Let's go over some of the issues. Team Kill Media blocked this guy. That's funny. Tough reviews. First exclusive needs to set the bar higher. Grind on. PlayStation's refund policy after you find out it's shit, you're stuck with it. Yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's why they love PlayStation. They love PlayStation because of that. Because they know PlayStation's refund policy is going to be in their favor. That's the real reason why they don't want to release on PC. That's the only reason why. It's PS5 exclusive because the studio don't want you to refund the game if you buy it. It's exactly what it is. So let's go over this. Hold on one second. We got a post here from Mischief on YouTube. I'm sorry, on Twitter. I cannot wrap my head around why people keep hyping up games from this studio. The Code Violet developers are the same ones who released Quantum Era for $60. If you buy anything from Team Kill Media, you are frankly asking to be scammed. Oh boy. Guys, listen. Can you have a good time with this game? Yes. Maybe. If you're lucky. Right? Is there people out there that are probably going to like the game? Maybe. If you're lucky, maybe. But at this point, like Mischief says, there is a lot to be known about this company, but the truth is, on the internet, considering how busy the internet is, it is hard. It is hard to follow. It is hard to follow every little thing. It just is, right? So if you go over to the Team Kill Media page, they're doing all of the typical like marketing. Oh, our game is #1 pre-order. Our game is this. Our game is that. Number one. You know what? I'll be real with you guys. I'll be real with you. I hope that this game actually is #1 pre-order. I really do. Because this game is going to wake up a lot of people about Team Kill Media. And it's sad that people have to lose their money before they get woken up about it. But sometimes that's kind of how it goes. That's kind of how the cookie crumbles. This game is going to wake up so many people. Still #1 on the pre-order top list. Congratulations, Team Kill Media. I want to see you win. Next game, develop within the strengths of your team and skills. Let's do vampires fighting monsters. Sounds like a plan. I'm going to be honest. Y'all did good in this game. My first Dino Crisis game. Keep it up. Oh, my God. Is anybody surprised that he thinks that this game is good? And he thinks it's an actual Dino Crisis game? This guy thinks that this is an actual Dino Crisis game, bro. He's like, yeah, this is my first Dino Crisis game. Keep it up, y'all. Do a DLC. Oh, my God, bro. I'm going to tell you a really old saying. Why are they calling it Dino Crisis? Because they're trying to sell on the nostalgia of another game that people actually know and care about. That's what it is. They do this all the time. I'm gonna tell you a really old saying, and I'm sure you guys know it. A fool and his money is soon parted. I believe that's a saying, right? A fool and his money is soon parted. And unfortunately, we have a lot of fools that have money. That's just what it is. These are all they have to be bot accounts. You guys have cooked an amazing game, really brings back Dino Crisis. These are bots. These are all bots saying the same thing. Let's see what else we got. Enjoying the heck out of Code Violet. I don't know what people expected from an indie developer, but what they put out is fine by me. How much you want to bet this guy got it for free? Look at his name. His name is Jurassic Austin. Jurassic Austin. It smells fucking weird. Look at this. Let's see. Apparently there is a massive bug going around too. I'm trying to get to it. Let's see. We're working on a patch right now that we hope to get out by tonight or tomorrow that will address some issues you've all come across. Later, I'll give you an update on what details are getting updated or fixed. Where's it at? Code Violet, brutal, top number 1. I want you guys to also remember that it's hard for me to believe these guys because they tried to convince everybody that one of their other video games was a number 1 bestseller as well. And if you guys don't remember what that game is, I will bring it up right now. Team Kill Media. Let me see. Team Kill Media on Steam. What the fuck have Team Kill Media games? Let's see. Sun, yeah, this one. Okay. Sun and Bone. So Team Kill Media tried to convince everybody this was a number 1 selling game. This was like, they said this game sold amazing. And this was a game that was actually on Steam.
Holy shit.
You know what I mean? So like it's hard for me to believe. It's hard for me to believe that this game actually sold because they also said that this game was a top seller for them. So if this game was a top seller for them and the all-time peak was 4 players 15 months ago, and apparently this game is getting a sequel, I'm telling you right now, all they do, in my opinion, is asset flip for the cheapest possible development they could do, and then try to bait as many people into buying their game by tying it with nostalgia of something else and hope that people buy it. That's it. That's all it is. That's their strategy. And they've figured it out. And apparently it's a team of like a couple of brothers, like 3 or 4 brothers. It's basically shovelware. Yeah, that's basically it. Put together something that's really quick and easy. You could do it in less than a year and put the game out and hope for the best. If the game doesn't cost you anything, then a couple of sales is fine. You're not going to make a ton of money, but, you know, it is what it is. I think for them, all their other games didn't have the level of nostalgia tie that Code Violet has. Code Violet being tied to Dino Crisis, I think it's going to help them get a good amount of $50 sales on PlayStation. And I think that's what they're hoping for. Because every other game they came out with didn't have this level of nostalgia tied to it. A futuristic bloodbath that feels like as prehistoric as its dinosaurs. Oh my God. How are you getting felted by IGN?
Holy shit.
How is that possible? How is that possible? How are you getting felted by IGN? Let me level with you folks right up top. Code Violet is a bad game. Wow. He didn't even wait. He did it right in the beginning. The first paragraph, the first sentence. No judgment, some judgment. If you saw tasteful and sometimes not screenshots and trailers featuring its beautiful brunette protagonist mixing it up with dinosaurs and felt compelled to pick this up just to oogle, But if you want anything else from Code Violet, like a compelling story, interesting characters, or an engrossing crucible of Tencent savvy action horror to conquer, then you've come to the wrong raptor-infested space station. The best it could give you is terrible third-person shooting, boring level design, and technical blunders that make stalking through this futuristic bloodbath feel prehistoric. Bro. I don't think I've ever seen IGN go so hard on something. This is IGN, bro. IGN is scared to go hard on anything. Unless it's something that the chuds like, and then they'll go hard on it. But other than that, that's crazy, bro. Code Violet's story is unapologetically tropey science fiction, mixing far future space colonization, genetic modification, and more to make this final girl survival story as impenetrable as possible. Bits and pieces of the tale are interesting, though that's mostly limited to side stories, found in the journal entries of victims scattered among the wreckage. But almost everything you play through and watch in a cutscene form is derivative, awkwardly animated and acted, and forgettable. Avoiding spoilers even when things get truly bonkers towards the end, all the new and drastic revelations that should be monumental to the story at hand instead feel rushed and full of twists and turns that are either undercooked or entirely too convoluted. Oh my God. There are very few other characters you meet are barely more than one-note exposition dispensers who you'll watch your hero Violet worry and cry over and never really understand why. Damn. So listen, at this point, let me go back to the hold on. Let me go back to right here. I'm gonna drive this last point home. This is like Splitgate level cope. So here's what they said to the controversy. We make games for our fans and players who actually spend their hard-earned money on our games and support us, not critics. I love it. I love it. Fans made us number one. Oh, number one. And fans are having fun with our dated old school gameplay. You all have made Code Violet our biggest success to date and still have one day to full release. We can't thank you all enough. Guys, they're number one. They're number one. They're number one, boys. The number one developer in the world. No, I'm just kidding. This is cope. This is unbelievable fucking cope. But the truth is that they are going to sell copies. And I feel really bad for the people that have no idea. For the people who legitimately have zero idea, who never heard of this company before, who were sold on the dream of a trailer promising Dino Crisis revival. I had to cough, sorry. This sucks. This sucks because those people are going to lose money. And it's not a small amount of money. They're going to lose $50 fucking dollars. All because these people want to put out games like this. And keep in mind, like I said, if this is your first time hearing about Team Kill Media, if you don't want to believe me, go research the company, go look at the reviews, and go look at what they're saying about the company and the games that they make. If you don't want to believe me, that's fine. Go read what people are saying about the company in the past, what they've been saying for years, and which is why so many people were throwing out warning signs about this game. And please, just go read up on this company, man. This is the same company that decided that they're not going to release their game on Xbox, and they blamed the platform for it. They're like, well, we don't want to downgrade our game to release it on the slower SSD of Xbox, so we're just going to keep it to PlayStation. Bro, they'll come up with any excuse not to release their game on anything else other than PlayStation, and we all really know why that is. We all know why that is. All of us know. So that's just where we're at, man. I feel bad. I feel bad for the people that bought this game, but you know what? It is what it is. That's how you learn. That's how I think I see some people in the chat talking about this. Creative Freedom says, so why are y'all shit posting about Code Violet? Who's shit posting? I didn't shit post. What are you talking about? Who's shitposting? This is like the opposite of what the main writer of Expedition 33 said, that her next game will be made without backlash. Makes sense. They refuse to release it on PC because of modders. That's what they say. That's what they say, but that's not the truth. They don't want to release it on PC anymore because they're avoiding the review system, number one, and they're avoiding the better refund policy, number two. That's basically it. UDL says, I feel violated over this situation for not being able to refund this. Did you install the game already? Did you pre-download it? If you pre-downloaded it, I don't think you can refund it on PlayStation. Which is kind of sad. But that's what PlayStation does, man. That's how they keep their money. So anyway, and like I just want to keep this in mind, guys. Hold on. Crimson Jet just said something interesting. I got it and I ran into nothing but bugs and had to restart the game just so I can get some of my gear back. Oh shit. Well, that's what a lot of people are saying. The game is super buggy. Now, according to Team Kill Media, they're releasing patches for it. Who really knows? Who really knows? I really don't take what they say very, very far, just based off their history. But what you're talking about, Crimson Jet, a lot of people are basically mimicking that. And they're all saying the same exact thing. So, listen, man, they found their way. They found their way. That's what it is. They found their way. They realized that PlayStation is the platform that they can make the most money from people. Not because it has a bigger player base, not because they can that's the platform that loves their games, but because that platform will protect them from consumers that want refunds. That's it. That's it. All right, let's get to the next topic. We got a lot we still got to go over, boys. But before we do any of that, we got real life fake monkey with a 189. A fool and his money are easily departed. Facts. And then DJ out of literally nowhere.
Holy shit.
DJ out of literally nowhere, man, with a $121.15 Red Boy Hyper.
Here we go! Mucha lucha! It's the way of life! Mucha lucha!
He says, Sonya. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is Ang? What is that? I'm too sick to be fucking screaming that word. What the fuck is that? Sonya and then Ang. I don't know. I don't get it. But you can get a Red Boy Hyper Banger clip. You can get that. I could give you that. Kagami with a 20 says more like code violated. Facts. 100%. A couple comments that were in the chat I wanted to highlight really quick. Jazz Stratosphere says, this actually sucks. I'm playing Batman Arkham City, having so much more fun. Has an astounding story. Who loves Batman? Oh, a lot of us love Batman in here. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Did you buy the game? Is that what you're saying? Did you buy Code Violet and you regret it? UDL says, Subnautic, thank you for the insight as always. Yeah, man, no worries. No worries. Like I said earlier in the stream, I love when people say that the information that I gave to them and shown to them help them make a decision whether they want to buy it or not. It's not my job to tell you to buy something or not buy something. I just want to tell you the information that's at hand that I know of at the time. If more information comes out, then that's fine. Like I told you guys, they said they're planning to patch the game, so maybe that'll make the game better. I don't know. But due to the history of the company, I'm going to probably reserve that notion. So, appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. All right, so DJ's acting interesting. So I think we should give him an interesting clip. I think DJ is being so interesting that we have to give him the most interesting clip that we have. So shout out to DJ with the 121 Red Boy Hyper Banger. I appreciate that. Enjoy, my guy.
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in!
Shout out to DJ with the Red Boy Hyperbanger. The what is it? The third one of the stream. We're 2 away from a 5 out of 5. That's pretty fucking legendary. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, bro. All right. And then on Rumble, we got anything on Rumble? What are we doing on Rumble? Rumble is empty. Damn, Rumble getting felted today. That's crazy. All right, next one up, we got to talk about Larian Studios. Let's talk about Larian Studios because, well, first off, talking about Larian Studios, for the people who are Nintendo Switch like super fans that really thought Baldur's Gate 3, a game like that, was coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, I doubted it heavily. But the bad news is that is no longer coming. Baldur's Gate 3 is not going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. So sorry about that. For those of you that were waiting for that, it doesn't look like that's happening. But let's talk about Larian Studios and what they've been talking about regarding the generative AI. Okay, so how do I want to go about this? So okay, let's backtrack a little bit. Let's backtrack a little bit. Okay, so Larian Studios obviously was getting attacked with Sandfall Interactive, Expedition 33 developers, because they were saying that they were practicing with generative AI in the concept phase. It's no different than you Googling different images and trying to get ideas and shit. You're just using AI to do the same exact thing, but faster. But according to the journalists, obviously you guys know that's a big no-no. They're like, no, you got to be angry about it. It's a cardinal sin. We don't like it, so then you can't like it, right? So now Larian told us a couple of weeks ago that they were going to have a Reddit AMA where they were going to be answering a bunch of questions on Reddit regarding the development of their game, and they said they're going to be open and honest about everything. So, of course, somebody came in and asked them about generative AI because, of course, they're going to. Why would you think they're not going to? So the question got asked, and Larian flat out said that they're going to refrain from using generative AI tools for concept art. Now, one thing that I said when I was covering this whole witch hunt regarding Larian Studios and Sandfall Interactive is that they are going to set the example for every other studio that is now no longer going to be transparent about a fucking thing. They're just not. They were already not being transparent as it is, but now due to these witch hunts, they're definitely not going to be transparent. They're going to lie through their teeth. Okay? This shit was blown so out of proportion, it's not even funny. And then and they know that. Like they know that. The CEO knows that. The studio knows that. They all know that. And the journalists too, they know that. But the journalists are desperately trying to get people to be on their side. And they're basically like recruiting. And I told you guys that in 2026, it's in my opinion that this is going to be the year where we see studios draw lines in the sand. Right? They're going to draw lines in the sand and they're going to say, I'm with AI or I'm against AI because it's, I don't know, it's like the devil or something. And that's exactly what's happening. All these studios are coming out over the last few weeks and they're all making their statements. They're claiming they're against it. They're claiming they're for it, whatever it may be. And they're drawing their lines in the sand. Now, Sandfall Interactive kind of bent the knee a little bit. Not really. It was kind of misrepresented. Same thing here with Larian, where they're kind of bending the knee, but I really don't fucking believe them. And I don't think a lot of people are going to believe them either. Why would you listen to a bunch of whiny journalists and make your development harder if you know there are tools out there that are readily available to you to make your life a little bit easier? Why would you make the lives of your employees harder that had no problems utilizing AI before? Now you're going to have their lives harder because you want to appease some fucking journalists? Really? Anyway, so let's go over the question from the AMA and see what's going on here. So it says Larian has revealed that they will refrain from using Gen AI tools for concept art or dialogue text generation for Divinity following recent community blowback. And by community blowback, they're talking about like the small amount of people that are surrounding the journalists like inner circles. That's really what they're claiming as community blowback. For those unaware, Larian Studios was under fire from community recently after the CEO stated that everyone at the company is more or less okay with the way that they're using it. Regarding AI, the CEO later confirmed that the dev team will hold an AMA to clear up confusion about AI usage, and the day is here. Revealed through Larian's Divinity AMA on Reddit/games, Larian CEO Swen Vickney has confirmed that there is not going to be any generative AI art in Divinity. We already knew that. You guys know that, like, we already knew this. We already knew there wasn't going to be any generative AI. They said this in the beginning, and the journalists still attacked them anyway. They said that they were going to utilize generative AI as a means to explore concept, but that they're not going to put it in the final game. So now we're asking this again and hoping for what, a different answer? Then it says that, hold on. Vicky then addressed a discussion around AI tools as part of concept art exploration, explaining that it didn't mean the concept art was generated through AI. However, to avoid any confusion in the community, they have decided to refrain from using generative AI tools during concept art development. So let me ask you a question. At the co-op, sorry. Why would there be any confusion from the community if it's concept art to begin with? People are not going to be seeing the concept art most of the time anyway. If at all. The only time they'll see it is if you show it. So you're trying to tell people, oh, trust me, bro, we're not going to use this stuff that we've been using in concept art and everything like that, or concept art exploration, that we're not going to do it now, all because we don't want any confusion in the community. Fuck them, bro. Fuck the community. Because when I say fuck the community, what I'm really saying is fuck the journalists, because they're not talking about the actual community. They're not talking about them at all. They're talking about the journalists, the cancel mob, the gaming media. That's what they're talking about when they reference community. At the same time, the development team has been constantly working on speeding up the development process and feels that Gen AI can help with this process. Gen AI can help in refining ideas faster, leading to a more focused development cycle, less waste, and ultimately a higher quality game. Boom. Done. Yamato says promotional art books. Yeah, but the thing is, they were saying that the what do you call it? The concept art was not being made with AI. They were using it for concept art planning, but they weren't actually utilizing it for AI art. So if that was the truth, then there wouldn't have been any AI art in a promotional art book anyway. However, the CEO has confirmed that Larian would not generate creative assets that end up in the game without being 100% sure about the origins of the training data and the consent of those who created. This is virtue signaling. Right here. This right here is virtue signaling to the max. There is no way that you're going to be able to do this. Right? There is no way that you're going to be able to do this. There's no way that you're going to be, if you're using generative AI, you mean to tell me that you're going to somehow, some way, look up the origin of the training data and see who consented and who didn't consent to the creation of the data? How the fuck are you going to do that? How are you going to do it? You are not going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to go that crazy and that hard. This is a virtue signal. This is a bullshit. This is a politician promise. It doesn't mean a single thing. If Gen AI ends up being used to create in-game assets, it will be trained on the data that Larian owns. How are you going to do that? The writing director for Divinity confirmed that the same stance applies for writing as well, and they don't have any text generation touching our dialogues, journal entries, or other writing in Divinity. Bro, can we stop? Can we stop can we stop the complete bullshit? Like, you are not going to be able to tell who trained on what. That's impossible. That's literally impossible. And even if it was possible, are you really going to go through all that work to do that? I don't think you will. I don't think you're going to at all. I don't know, man. Melodic Method says that's not BS. Okay, so even if it's true, are you really gonna go through all that work? People can run their own private models. Well, he wasn't running a private model before. So now he's gonna go from running a non-private model to a private model, and he's gonna train his private model just on their own artwork. But is that gonna be enough to be able to do anything they actually need to do? I don't know. I don't necessarily believe that they're going to go through all this work. I feel like this is actually adding more work to their plate than they had before. Like they're literally adding more nonsense to their plate just to appease all these people pretending to care about AI. I don't know. I think it's crazy. I don't know. If he thinks he could pull it off, that's great. Go for it. But I think you're severely limiting yourself, and you're doing it for people that don't actually care. You realize that in less than 3 years, nobody's going to care about generative AI, including the journalists. I really do believe that. In less than 3 years, nobody's going to fucking care. A lot of people already don't care as it is, as long as the product is good. And that's been proven by the recent AI manga that was made that's topping the charts right now. There is a manga that's been made recently, a Japanese manga, it's Japan only, that's topping their charts right now. Some of their charts anyway, not all of them. Topping the charts over there. And it was made by AI. Now, I don't know the full extent of how it was made by AI, but it clearly shows that nobody will care as long as the product is good. So I really don't believe that in 3 years, these people are going to care. And not only that, that includes the journalists too. That includes the journalists as well. They're not going to give a fuck. Once they realize that the social effect of pretending to care about AI runs out and the well runs dry, they're not going to care. That's it. So, I don't know, man. It is what it is at this point. So, there is a lot more information that's come out of this AMA. I'm not going to be able to cover it all today because we don't have a lot of time, unfortunately. But I will probably cover it either tomorrow on SNH or maybe I'll cover it on Sunday for Hypnocast. Excuse me. Sorry, I got a cough. Okay. But we'll cover the other stuff because there's a lot of good information out there. There's a lot of good information out there for the AMA regarding Divinity, and you guys know I'm excited for the upcoming Divinity game. So we'll cover all the stuff that they revealed about the game in another stream. Bro. DJ with another $100 Red Boy hype. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha. He says it's all... Nope. Nope. Say it phonetically. You deserve this, Sonia. You know, I would play the Goblin clip if I didn't just already play the Goblin clip. I would. But now I got to play something else. You know what, DJ? You need some happy music. DJ needs some happy music. Let's give Let's give DJ the Legend some happy music. How about that?
Oh my god. It's a fucking Red Boy hyper banger.
You fucking love Red Boy hyper bangers. Thank you, Bigot Army.
DJ's happy, boys. DJ is happy, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to DJ with the $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger. I appreciate that, my man. And then he followed up with a $50.22. And he says, Sonya, I hate you.
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha.
Damn, attacking Sonya. That's crazy. Everybody spam the Sonya emojis in the chat right now. Spam the Sonya emojis in the chat right now for DJ on YouTube and on Rumble. Spam them. Let's go. Spam the Sonya emojis. Thank you, DJ. I appreciate you, man. And then real life fake monkey with a 99-cent super sticker. Look at that, man. Look at that. Real life fake monkey. I love that name, by the way. It's so good. It's so good. Somebody asked in the chat, I'm sorry, I went to go save it, but the chat's being spammed right now. Somebody asked if I saw the game Liminal Point. I did. I think I have it in my library. I don't know if I think it got gifted to me, but I did. And I actually am looking forward to playing that game. Looks really interesting. I am a big fan of the typical old school horror style games with like fixed cameras, you know, tank controls or tank style controls kind of a thing. So super big fan of that. You know, I played last year. Two of the favorite games that I played last year was Tormented Souls 1 and 2. Amazing video games, highly recommended. Cannot recommend it enough. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for Liminal Point. It looks pretty decent. So okay, let's get into, you know what, fuck Warner Brothers really quick. We're gonna get into the Steam stuff. Guys, really fast. I'm going to treat this as a fast story because there's not much to it right now. But there are leaks out there for the Steam machine price. Okay? Now, obviously, this is something that's been highly debated. I myself estimated that the Steam machine was going to be around, ironically, $950 to $1,000. That was going to be my guess. Right? That was going to be my guess. If you don't believe me, you can check the streams where I specifically said it's going to be probably around there, if I had to guess. But a lot of people came up with all kinds of fucking weird numbers. Everybody was like, it has to be cheaper than the current consoles. Otherwise, how is it going to compete? It's not trying to compete, guys. This is why I keep telling you, like, people don't understand how Valve thinks. I've been a customer of Valve's for, this will be 22 years. This year is going to be 22 fucking years on Steam. I am one of like the original users of Steam. Okay. I have seen this company do all kinds of things. I know exactly how they think. And I know exactly what they're trying to go for with a lot of their products. They're not trying to compete with PlayStation, Xbox, or anything like that. They're only trying to make it more accessible to join their ecosystem. That's all it ever was. And that's all it's ever going to be. They want to make it as easy as possible to have minimal objections to somebody trying out Steam in whatever way they could possibly afford. So if that's PC gaming, then that's just what it is. If it's a Steam machine, that's what it is. If it's a Steam Deck, that's what it is. If it's the VR headset, that's what it is, right? Yes, I know it's a PC, but I'm just saying like specifics, man. Come on, follow along with me. I got you. So $1,000, you could build a PC that is 3 times more powerful than a PS5. Maybe before. Not with these current fucking RAM prices. Not with these current RAM prices. See, Steam can subsidize the RAM cost by being a manufacturer. They could get it at wholesale. Wholesale will be a lot cheaper. And they could sell it at barely a win. They don't have to sell it at a loss because you can sell it at like a $20 win, $50 win, whatever. They're not a hardware company. And this is what I've been saying for the longest time. Steam is not a hardware company. They only do hardware if it means they can increase the opportunity for people to join what really makes them money. And that's software. Steam is a software company through and through. 95% of them are a software company. 5% is hardware. So this entire lineup is only meant to get people into their ecosystem easier. And they want to give people options to get into that ecosystem. Steam is growing every single day, right? Steam just the other day hit an all-time new concurrent players of 42 million players. 42 million players, okay? Concurrently, by the way. So they just hit that number a couple of days ago. The number continues to rise every single day, and it's going to keep rising. They just had the biggest December they've ever had at $1.6 billion in 1 month. They made almost $2 billion in 1 month. Epic Games barely passed $1 billion on Epic Game Store in a year. Think about that. Epic Games barely passed $1 billion for the store by itself in 1 year. That's only accounting for the sales that happened on their store. Anything else like Fortnite on other platforms, that's not counting that. Fortnite makes like $5 billion by itself, right? So Steam is beating Epic Games in 1 month and what it takes them to do in 1 year. So just think about that. Now, with all that being said, this is why I kept telling people that the Steam machine, in my opinion, was going to be $900 to $1,000 around there. Because it didn't make sense for a Steam machine to be cheaper than a Steam Deck when it was supposedly going to be 6 times more powerful. Now, it's still pretty fucking weak, in my opinion. I think where they really fucked up was the 8 gigs of VRAM. I think that's a major fuck up. That was my biggest criticism. I have to cough, sorry. That was my biggest criticism about the Steam machine. 8 gigs of VRAM is garbage. But according to Steam and according to their analytics, that is better than what 70% of people have in their homes. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But whatever, regardless. So it didn't make sense for the Steam machine to be cheaper than a Steam Deck. And a Steam Deck is already up there. They discontinued the what do you call it? The Steam Deck LCD. So now the only thing you get is the OLED. Right? And the OLED is not cheap. So I think at this point, the Steam machine, since it runs on Steam OS, is going to run pretty nicely. It's not going to have that like bogging down of other machines. But I still think it's a little bit weak on the VRAM. Hopefully it proves me wrong in its performance. But I don't think it's going to. I think people need to have a certain level of expectations when playing certain games on the Steam machine. I think if you're trying to play, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 at fucking hypermax settings in 4K resolution on the Steam machine, you're probably going to be highly disappointed, So I think with the current inflation of the RAM prices on PC, I think the Steam machine, even at $1,000, would be a good value for people trying to get into the Steam ecosystem that are probably coming from consoles that don't want to deal with the normal BS of a PC. It's going to be for those kind of people. I would always recommend still getting a PC, but I completely understand what the nonsense is going on right now. Also, here's one thing people don't understand about these numbers. I think that these numbers are bullshit. And let me explain why. These numbers came from a Czech retailer. Okay? These numbers came from a Czech retailer that leaked the Steam machine prices that are estimated to be this number in USD. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Steam does not sell through retailers. Steam does not sell through third-party retailers. Steam sells directly to you, the consumer. So, this is probably a retailer that is going to buy up the Steam machine and then try to resell it for profit. Which, if that's the case, then chances are the Steam machine is actually cheaper than what we're seeing here. So if they're estimating the 512 standard model to be $950 USD, that is with their built-in profit in that number. So if that's with their built-in profit in that number, then chances are it could be cheaper. Or they could just be flat out bullshitting everybody, which is probably a high likelihood. Which is why I keep telling people, take all of this information with a grain of salt, because we don't know a fucking thing yet. Yamato said if scalpers buy it in bulk, wouldn't Valve sell out because of it? Maybe, but that's going to be very difficult because Steam sells it directly to the person. So you're going to, if you're going to scalp it, you're going to need legitimate, like thousands of legitimate accounts to do that. And it's not that kind of system, bro. It's just not. It's not that kind of system. There is nothing that Steam sells that is mainstream that is going to want to get scalped, right? Because again, keep in mind, guys, Steam is not trying to be mainstream with their hardware. If they were trying to be mainstream, they would put their hardware in Target, Walmart, GameStop, and guess what? They would also be doing commercials. When's the last fucking time you saw a commercial for a Steam Deck? I'll wait for you to tell me when you saw that. When's the last fucking time you saw a commercial for one of their VR headsets? There is none. There is no commercials. There's nothing. There's nothing. They literally only sell to their own people, and that's all they need to sell to. They have almost, what was the last estimate? I think the 2025 estimate was like almost 180 million plus users on the platform. So they're not going to bother doing any of this. They don't care. And you're going to have a lot of console people that are used to the console mindset that are going to be saying, well, the Steam machine is going to fail. It's going to fail. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Because for them, they don't have, outside of just a bare minimum, they don't really have metrics for success or failure. Steam is a private company. They're a private company. Their success or failure depends on how well their people are paid. Steam employees are the highest paid people in the industry. It's not even close. With an average salary of up to $800,000 to $1 million, not even including any other kind of, options or whatever. That's it. How are you going to sit up here and say that the Steam machine is failing when this motherfucker Gabe just bought a $500 million yacht, bro? You have people on Twitter that'll be like, Steam is dying. Steam is dying. You'll have Tim Sweeney, the fucking CEO of Epic Games. He's like, yeah, Steam is not going to be around in 10 years. Bro, you're coping so hard right now. You could say that the Steam machine is probably not going to sell very much. And guess what? You're going to be right. You're going to be right. You know how I know you're going to be right? Because the Steam Deck hasn't sold very much. The Steam Deck has only sold like, 2 or 3 million units since it's been out? The Steam machine is going to sell probably less than that, or maybe just about the same. That's it. And they consider their Steam Deck to be a success. So, yeah, of course, the industry wants Steam to fail. And I know they want Steam to fail. You know how many developers? I had an indie developer in my comments earlier. Nice guy, but you could clearly see he was coping about Steam. He's a nice guy. So again, I'm not shitting on him or anything. You know what? Let me show you. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Where's my profile? Okay, so I posted about the Steam Machine. And was it the Steam Machine? No, hold on. Did he delete his comments? Oh, no, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I posted about Epic Games. Right here. Okay. So I posted about Epic Games. Let me show you the post. And this is another revelation, by the way. I was going to keep this for a separate topic, but we don't have time. So I'm just going to combine the two. So it's been reported that Epic Games Store grew its user base, right, by 173% over 6 years. But you know how much their third-party game revenue grew? They only grew by 1.6%. Okay? So what that essentially means is that they trained, like Pirate Nation says, they trained almost 300 million people to just download their free games and leave and never spend $1 on their store. Look at the chart. This is from them, okay? This is from them. This is from Epic Games. Look at the number. They have almost 300 million active users. Okay? 300 million active users. The highest they hit was $355 million in third-party revenue for a year. And that number is now dropping year over year, where now, this year or last year, they were at $255 million for third-party revenue. Right? Here's a couple of things I need you guys to understand about these numbers, okay? Number one, think about how pathetic that is. That means that Epic Games is only making, for 1 year, $255 million in third-party revenue. Epic Games made about $1 billion last year in total revenue for the store. Only the store, not the company. So that means that 2/3 of the revenue for Epic Games Store is coming from their first-party titles. Like Fortnite, for example. Right? And that's for a whole year. So if this trajectory continues, they're actually going to be doing less than what they were doing all the way back in 2019. They're only $4 million higher in third-party revenue than they were in 2019. Okay? So all this bullshit, because I ended up making a post here. I said Epic Games exclusives didn't grow the platform revenue at all. The majority of the revenue earned by Epic Games Stores from their first-party exclusive titles, like Fortnite. I've been saying this for ages. All that talk from the Lord of the Fallen 2 CEO claiming that the numbers don't lie. People will buy the game on a platform most don't use. If it's the only place they could get it, it's false. Some people will buy it, but a lot of people are going to choose not to. Third party is only 1/4 of the revenue on the Epic Games Store. Even less if you look at the total company revenue. I'm sure Epic Games made a studio whole, though, so for them, it doesn't mean much. And they choose their creative freedom over maximizing player base. Sorry, I had to cough. And then I said Epic Games barely does over $1 billion a year in revenue, most of which is Fortnite. Now, Fortnite itself does around $5 billion a year, but that's because it's fueled by other platform microtransactions outside of specifically Epic Games Store. While speaking strictly on Epic Games Store, it had its entire year beat up by Steam, 1 month performance in December, which was $1.6 billion. Tim is purposefully choosing not to compete with Steam, and the results will continue to reflect that choice. Most of your players grab the free weekly game and then leave, never to spend $1 in your store. We need more actual competition. Okay, so now that you have all of that, this brings us to this developer here. Again, nice guy. He wasn't being rude. But this is the fundamental misunderstanding that people have that are, especially like in the indie scene, but this is where people want Steam to die, okay? They want Steam to die because their emotions are taking over what they feel like is not fair. Okay. So we have this guy who's making Proto Ball, which I guess is an indie game. He says Steam delivers for players. EGS delivers for developers. That's true. I agree. Really, we need a healthy balance and blend between the two. Gabe's got enough yachts, lower the 30% already. So I agreed with him on the first standpoint. But then I saw the truth about it when he was like, lower the 30%. So he's specifically trying to say that Steam should lower the 30% cut that they take from all games. Right? So then I said, why would he lower the price that people continuously agree to pay? That makes no sense. They've been consistent for ages. He said to be a good dude and help out indies. That's why. Come on, bro.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yeah.
Like, what? So I'm all for helping indie developers out. You guys know I have the indie showcase. I play a lot of indie games, all that stuff. But if you are the number one platform in the world, for the most part, right? Only rivaled by almost Nintendo, basically. If you're the number one platform in the world and you have the biggest library of indie games available and you have the most reach to customers, why would you not charge the most? Because feelings? Like, what is that about? And then he does a socialism thing, which I'm not surprised. He says, charge Ubisoft or ATVI 30%. Charge all the rich and publicly traded companies that huge and insane fee. Credit cards are 17%. But the solo dev in his basement, you're taking 30% of his gross revenue? But hey, at least the consumers have an app that caters to them. How exactly? I don't really see how. Why the blind love for Steam? We go there because it has the largest user base of potential customers. It's the only reason any game dev is on Steam versus anywhere else. It's similar to how Jeff Bezos destroyed retail. This guy is all in his feelings, which is unfortunate because he seems like a nice guy. But you realize that a business is not it's not a charity, number one. If they say I'm charging 30% and you say, okay, I agree. But no, there's no but. If they say they're charging 30% and you say, I agree, that's where it ends. That's it. This whole thing about lowering the price because you want more money because you're a guy in your basement. I can feel your pain. I can empathize with your pain. But honestly, corporation doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't give a fuck. It's 30% for everybody. And that is more fair. You're asking for an unfair system. You are literally asking for like a socialism style system. You're like, hey, take all the money from the rich and give it to the fucking poor or whatever. By the way, I think it's funny. That he's like, charge Ubisoft the extensive fees. Do you not realize Ubisoft is fucking broke? You probably have more money in your basement than Ubisoft has as a company. But corporations do not give a fuck, okay? Steam is a private company, and they have decided that their rate for the longest time is 30%. And I can empathize with the indie developers that might have a hard time coming to terms with that. But it is not blind loyalty to say that a corporation does not give a fuck about you. They're not there to be your friend. They're there to give you access to one of the biggest customer bases that you openly admitted to in the world. And that stuff has value. That has a lot of value. So then he says, I said, no offense, but let me explain two things. No one has blind love. It's my preferred platform because it earned the right over more than 20 years of service. I've called out Steam, et cetera, all the time. To be a good dude is a cop-out. Why would they open themselves up to potential legal trouble by showing favoritism to a certain class of developer? They are a corporation. They don't have feelings, and they surely don't care about others' feelings. Stop believing these corporations do or should do. This isn't a charity. And people who look at businesses with that mindset really need to wake up to the reality of business. And that's it. That's what it is. Now, keep in mind, Steam actually has a rating system that after you make a certain amount of money, they start to take less from you. So it starts off at 30%. And then I think after like $1 million, it goes to like 25% or 20%. And then after like XY, it keeps going down and down and down. So the more successful you are, the less money they take from you. Obviously, the grand scheme of things, they're taking a lot of money, but still, they're taking less and less and less. So that's just what it is. So when I see this is the mindset that people have in wanting to take down Steam, because they view Steam as a monopoly. They view Steam as somebody who won't play ball and give people what they want. But why should they when you're basically agreeing to everything they say? Denner Ryder says 20% after 50 million. Okay, so do they have a 25% tier? Said that's the cap. Nice. So they'll give you 10% back if you can pass a large number. So basically they're charging you 30% to pay for the hosting of a game that probably is not going to be very successful, which costs them money to host it. And if the game is successful, they'll take less money from you. Basically. That makes sense. That makes sense. So, and anyway, that's basically it with the Steam Machine topic. You know, at this point, do not believe the numbers for the retail numbers. I don't think those numbers are real. And if they are real, they are scalper prices, or they are projected scalper prices, or scammer prices, or whatever. We'll find out the truth pretty soon. I have a feeling. So we'll see. Rodoka says, hold on. Specifically, once a game earns over 10 million in revenue, the cut is reduced to 25%. For games surpass 50, it's cut to 20%. Okay. So I was a little mistaken, but I had the idea. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. But they do have a system in place that the more successful you are, the less money they take from you. So there you go. Okay, let's get into super chats. I might skip the Warner Brothers because honestly, it's whatever. Fuck Warner Brothers. We are so far past time. It's insane. And we have an insane waifu battle we got to do. It's going to be a bloodbath today. Real life fake monkey 99 cents super sticker. Thank you, sir. Demon Carol with a 2. For something interesting, check out FPS Quest. Is that the game that's a first-person shooter or first-person whatever that your health is your FPS or something like that? Is that what it is? DJ with a 22-4. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha. He says total Warhammer 40K. That's gonna be dope. Also, Sonya has scabies. Wow.
Holy shit.
Sonya has scabies. That's fucking crazy. That's wow. That's different. Angels of Destiny with 8 months. Now that I've become accustomed to PC, I like being able to upgrade parts and high refresh rates. That's why I don't plan on owning a Steam Deck or machine. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Appreciate that, Angel of Destiny. Mikey with a $2.30 says booty. Mikey with a 505 says bigger booty. Thank you, bro. DJ for 13 months says massive booty. And then DJ with another $22.13 says Omega. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha. Thank you, DJ. And then DJ with a 10 says moist. That is the nastiest word ever. That's why, like, whenever I watch, what is his name? Charlie Moist Critical. Every time people call him Moist Critical, I'm like, moist is such a nasty word. Seriously. Like, who the fuck uses moist? You know? Kagami with a 20 says, I forget to get Epic Game free games most of the time. So do I, by the way. I was doing it often, and then I just completely stopped caring. I don't care. Real life fake monkey with a 199. What the fuck? I didn't know Epic had a storefront. Ouch. That's rough. Mikey with a 256 says moist booty. Mikey with a 236 says, hey, Sonya, count this. Damn, bro. They're trolling Sonya hard right now. What is going on? I have no idea, Colonel Ruff. Monkey Man with a 2. This is some college football shit. Fuck the Ducks. Wow. Mikey with a 2, doubting the waifu battle would be a good, also mid. Well, see, here's the thing. The reason why it's going to be a bloodbath is not necessarily because of good or bad waifus, but because we have a waifu that is 2 wins away from becoming the number 1 waifu in history. She is 1 win away from tying the number 1 spot. And we have a couple of people that are holding their super chats in order to ensure that she wins tonight. So it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath. We'll see what happens. We got Rumble, Deadeye's Lock with $1, Miss Honeydew. How do you crush Chad and Tyrone egos? Simple. You leave them for a sweet, handsome monkey. Oh my God, bro. That's insane. Thank you, Deadeye's Lock. Appreciate that. Mikey with a 2 says, is that so? Yes, that's so. Apparently, that's so. All right, boys. That's going to be it for the topics, man. We covered a lot of topics today, dude. A lot of topics. We are 3 hours in. My voice is shot. But we do have an epic waifu battle that we got to have happen. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Real Life Fake Monkey 199. I do want that controller. So do I. I think it looks ugly as fuck, but I'm curious about how it actually operates. So we'll see. We'll kind of see how that goes. I'm very curious. All right, boys. I don't know what's going to happen today. But we're going to have to figure it out. If you're not going to be joining us for the waifu battle, I appreciate you. Much love. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for SNH, 8 p.m. Mikey says for a 2, should I come back? It's up to you. That's up to you, man. It's gonna be crazy, I think. And let's see if Hinata can tie for the number 1 spot of most wins in the waifu battle. Oh boy, here we go. All right, boys. The waifu battle's here. Before we do it, Tifa Lockhart, $4.99. This summer, enrolled to Hypno School of Podcast and Bigotry. Love you, Sonia. Why do blacks go to church? So they can call someone Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
That would have made me cough. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. All right. That's a good one. That is a good one, Tifa. Good job on that one. All right, boys. Listen, the waifu battle champion, as you guys are all aware. How could you not be aware at this point in time? But the waifu battle champion is none other than Hinata. I'm going to bring her up on screen right now. Where the fuck is she? Where you at? Bitch. There you are. Right here. All right. Waifu battle champion is none other than Hinata, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That's right. She is 1 win away. She is 1 win away from tying the number 1 spot. The number 1 spot, boys. 1 win away. It's a little bit of a scary thing. I'm not going to lie to you. A little bit of a scary thing. So before we bring out the challenger, let's go with the rules of engagement. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu. But the only way that it is going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You gotta put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It doesn't matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu that you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You could vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You could vote for the champion, who is Hinata, or you could vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? Mikey says, oh, for fuck's sake, she's Uggo. What the fuck is wrong with the nerds? Bro, I'm telling you, Hinata is on a ridiculous spree. And we need to stop it. We need to find a way to stop it right now. But we have people that are going to fight. They're going to fight to her dying breath. They're going to fight to her dying breath. So I'm scared. I don't know, man. I'm scared of this waifu battle. Anyway. All right. The challenger. It's only natural, considering the stakes that are at hand right now. It is only natural to bring out someone whose title is on the line. Somebody who is also one of the longest running champions in the waifu battle. Let's see if Hinata can defeat one of the most legendary waifus in the battle. All right, boys. The challenger that's going to go up against the one and only Hinata is going to be the one and the only legendary, absolutely legendary Mount Lady, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Hinata tying Mount Lady, or is it going to be Mount Lady stopping her here right now in her fucking tracks and saying it's not going to happen? Let's find out what's going to happen, boys. One of those two. One of these two are going down. I don't know who. But I'm a little scared. Mr. Spanglish is screaming at the top of his lungs for Hinata, making his decision. Firing the first shot. And keep in mind, guys, for those of you who are on YouTube, you keep getting felted by chair shots on Rumble. Chair shots on Rumble are catching you slacking. You guys think you're safe, and then all of a sudden a red boy comes in on Rumble and you get felted. So you have to account for that. Mikey with a 20 says, Hinata, I refuse to have Mount Peen. Oh, Mikey's on Hinata's side. Mikey is on Hinata's side. Oh my God. That means DJ is going to be on Hinata's side, even though he's supposed to be against the people's waifu. Janarthis with a 266 says Hinata. Fuck. It's clear that the fans of Hinata are really going to be coming out strong today. Real life fake monkey with a 999 says Mount Lady. Fuck, man, come on. We need strong support. Let's go. Midnight Mike with a 5. Mount Lady, time to climb those peaks. She's got really tall peaks. Crash Collins with a 5 on Rumble for Mount Lady. Shout out to Crash Collins. Appreciate that. Denarier with a 5 for Hinata. Mount Lady fans can peg themselves with these horns. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's insane. All right, bro. Mikey's trolling now. Now Mikey's trolling. So he did a 20 for Hinata, and now he's doing a 20 for Mount Lady. We got a troll, boys. We got a troll. Does that put Mount Lady in the lead? It's pretty close so far. It's very close so far. This is your moment. If you are a Hinata fan, you have the opportunity to have her tie for the number 1 waifu in history. In history. And I know there's a lot of people that are probably waiting to chair shot. Don't be chicken. Do it now. Make people scared. Look at this. Mikey with another 20 for Hinata. Okay, look at this. And he did it again. He did it again. Yes, I know, Colonel Ruff. He did it again. He did it again. Fuck. Even Rumble's like, LOL, Mikey. Going crazy right now. The trolling continues. Sonia says Hinata is amazing. Mount Lady just let Hinata so hypno coping happen. No. It's not going to happen. All right, boys. Now it's time to bring out the champion. Hinata to the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win this waifu battle. Is it going to be Hinata or is it going to be Mount Lady? Let's find out, boys. Anybody's game right now. Mikey with a 5 says they both suck. I'm disappointed. Y'all new people gonna learn. Well, at least DJ's not trolling anybody, so that's good. Sonia says, but against Akino, I don't know. Fair enough. I don't think we're gonna see any big boys for the final countdown. Probably not. And the thing is, like, everybody's gonna be taking a risk at that point because nobody's gonna know where anybody stands. Real life fake monkey with a 99 for Mount Lady again. Let's fucking go, real life fake monkey. Dragon with a 2 says Hinata, do not take Tylenol when pregnant. That's good. That's a good. That's definitely good advice. Demogeny with a 2 says Mount Lady, the Stu goddess must win. Let's fucking go, Demogeny. Blackguard with a $20 bagger from Mount Lady. Let's go. Blackguard knows what's up, man. He knows what's up. Gray Soul with a $23 bagger for Hinata. One of the waifus on my Mount Rushmore. Fair enough. Fair enough. And then we got over on Rumble a $20 banger by Crash Collins for Mount Lady. Shout out to Crash Collins for the 20. I appreciate that, man. Oh, fuck. The first shotgun blast. The first shotgun blast has been put out there in the chat right now. Dr. Spike with a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger for Hinata. But listen, Hinata's not that far ahead. She's not that far ahead. Mount Lady fans can make it happen, man. Mount Lady fans can... This is why Hinata is the fucking champion, man. Shizuka Marikawa with a 189. Hinata, vote to Mount Lady means you're legay. That is not true. But I appreciate it. Mr. Melancholy with a 2. Hinata and her grapefruits. Or are they honeydews? You might be on something. Dragon with a 2 says Mount Lady got your female dog. I'm going for both. That makes sense. That makes sense. Rumble is spamming the Dr. Spike emojis. YouTube, what are we doing? Mount Lady fans, what are we doing? What do we do? Oh, man. That's another shotgun blast, boys. That's another shotgun blast, boys. This is rough. This is rough. Dr. Spike, $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger for Hinata. And then Dead Ice Lock for a 2 over on Rumble for Mount Mid, he says. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God, Dead Ice. I'm sorry, Dr. Spike. With a $200 Red Boy Ultra Hyper Bagger. Fuck me, man. This is brutal. This is brutal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. my God, bro. You even have Fighter 4 joining us right now on this, man. Seriously? Guys, Dr. Spike dropped a $300 Red Boy Hyperbanger on Rumble for Hinata. Guys, seriously? That was an execution? All right. Sonya, count it up. Count it up. Oh my God, bro. Trey. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. Trey is literally the fucking Joker. He is pure anarchy. Pure anarchy. Oh my God, man. Mount Lady, don't worry, guys. I got this. Yes, Pikachu. Thank you. All right, I'm not going to play the clips right now. Let's just feed the ducks. I'll play it after the numbers are in. Oh my God. Have mercy on Mount Lady, bro. You think? You think? Can we have a little bit of mercy here? Just a little bit of mercy. Oh my God, man. Janarthis for a 2 says Mount who? Bro. The trolling is fucking insane. We're going to have a lot of clips to play for all these Red Boys. So thank you guys for the Red Boys. I do appreciate them. Even though I am quite felted right now. And I'm not like trolling or anything. I'm legit felted right now. Hinata has officially tied for the #1 waifu in Waifu Battle history. Trey with a 20 was about to hit a nuke, but then I think I'll wait and see. Fucking guy, bro. How would you have, Trey, how would you have nuked that, though? Dr. Spike did like 300 on YouTube. He did 300 on Rumble. And then fucking Fighter 4 did 150 on YouTube. There's no way. YouTube would not have been able to take you down. I mean, you would not, it would not have happened. My God, man. I'm waiting for Sonya to drop the numbers. Holy shit. Keep feeding the ducks, boys. Oh my God. This is crazy. This is insane shit. This is insane shit. Colonel Rob says, well, I'm going to go back to the trenches, y'all. May the Emperor bless you. Hey, shout out to Colonel Rob, my man. I appreciate you, bro. You don't want to wait for the numbers? You should wait for the numbers, bro. Joel says, Hinata is my #1. I see that. Bro, Trey, what are we doing? Trey, what are we doing? Trey, what are we doing? He said, doesn't matter. All's fair. Oh, by the way, Warhammer and Goblin. Trey, there is so many Red Boys at this point that I'm going to play every clip. Like, bro. Trey, you're the Joker, my guy. Stop. He's going nuts. Oh shit. Does anybody else think this is fucking ridiculous? Does anybody else think this is really insane? Hinata at $943.78 against Mount Lady at $95.58. Does anybody else think that's a little bit ridiculous? Which means the winner and still Waifu Battle champion, tying for #1 spot in Waifu Battle history, is none other than Hinata, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it one more time, boys. One more time. I think it's safe to say the coping and seething is like literally through the roof at this point.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
Holy shit.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. We are going to decide right now whether or not Hinata is going to be the #1 champion or not. Ladies and gentlemen, a new challenger has appeared at the very last second. Due to Hinata's extreme power, immense power, that power has summoned a waifu like no other. That power has summoned a waifu that is basically mystical at this point in time. Ladies and gentlemen, oh man, is it going to be wild? You can't do this? Oh, yes, I can. I've done it before. Cheating? Oh, it's not. It's not. This is a surprise triple threat match where, due to the overpowered nature of Hinata, we are going to see whether or not she could take down this legendary, massive, crazy, powerful waifu. Is it indeed possible, or is it not? Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with my great pleasure that we get to introduce one of the most legendary, powerful waifus that have ever existed in time. And she has never been in the waifu battle before. She knows that she's quite overpowered, but the thing is, it's time. It's time, boys. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is my joy to bring to you the most powerful waifu in history. Sir, what are you doing? Don't worry, you're going to find out. The most powerful waifu in history. Ladies and gentlemen, to challenge Hinata for the Waifu Battle belt and to decide whether Hinata becomes the #1 waifu in Waifu Battle history. Welcome to the Waifu Battle for the first time. Not that. Hypnotica, or as some like to call her, Hypnotica, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Hypnotica? Or is it going to be Hinata? Who is going to be the most powerful waifu ever? Ever. Who is it gonna be? Hypnotica has officially joined the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever. And then you got Dr. Spike claiming Hinata already. I'm sorry, Mr. Spanglish claiming Hinata already without even waiting. Without even waiting. And then you got Real Life Fake Monkey with a 189 says Boruto is trash. Panther with a 2 says lore confirmed Trey is the Joker. He is the Joker. He absolutely is the Joker. He absolutely is the Joker. Ali Kusanagi with a $50 banger for Hypnotica right out the gate. Right out the gates. This can't be happening. It is happening. It is happening right now. It is happening right now. You are witnessing absolute cinema. We got Twisted Master with a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger for Hypnotica. Thank you, Twisted Master. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Heavy muffled screaming. Sorry. I am yelling pretty loud. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am yelling pretty loud. John D with a Red Boy Hyper Banger 100 for Hypnotica. Let's see if this one actually works. I've unleashed a demon. The demon. DJ with a 10 says Hypnotica, Puerto Rican and dirty, certainly going ass to mouth. 100%. Blue Octopussy with a 5 Hypnotica, meow. This is amazing. We are living in a historical moment. Yes, we are. Yes, we are living in a historical moment. Real Life Fake Monkey with a 189 for Hypnotica. Dr. Spike, don't believe him. I do not believe you, sir. I do not believe you, sir. I appreciate you. For a 2, he says Hypnotica, well played, sir. Thank you. Triple threats don't happen very often. They don't happen very often. Just Afford with a 189 says Hypnotica. Appreciate that. Bio T-Wolf with a 10 says Hypnotica. The inner troll calls me to do so, but she is truly named Hypnotic. Facts. 100%. Demon Carol with a 2 says Hypnotica. Pretty sure you just unleashed a demon. I did. 100%. This is maximum waifu power. Randall with a 10 says Hypnotica. Wordoka with a 371 says Hypnotica. And the good thing is that Hinata will not be banned. So that $20 super chat from earlier still goes towards Hinata. The Majinai with a 2 says Hypnotica. Hope you don't mind me voting for your sister. All good. Vote to her heart's content. Mr. Spanglish with a 189. Traders, fine. I'll go sub to Smash. Wait, you're not subbed already? Well, let's go with the troll. It's all good, man. It's all good. And then Rumble, we got D Draconic with a 5 for Hypnotica. Fuck it. Crash Collins with a 5 for Hypnotica. And then Dead Eyes Lock with a 5 for Hypnotica. Straight sigil enforced. Let's go. All right, boys. It's time to bring out Hinata. Ladies and gentlemen, the stage has been set. Let's find out what's going to happen, boys. Is it going to be Hypnotica or is it going to be Hinata? Oh, shit. Dr. Spike, I called it. I called it. Dr. Spike is in Rumble right now. He dropped a $200 Red Boy on Hinata. He's trying to stop us, boy. He's trying to stop us. He's trying to destroy Hypnotica. That's a $200 Red Boy on Rumble. Hypnotica is still ahead, but not by much. This is crazy. This is crazy. What is happening? I don't know. This is crazy. He's trying to destroy Hypnotica. Twisted Master with 100 for Hypnotica on YouTube. Dr. Spike with another $200 Red Boy Hyper Banger on Rumble for Hinata. Holy shit! He is trying to overpower. He is trying to overpower Hypnotica right now. Demaj with a 2. Hypnotica, bro, getting his Vince McMahon on. That's crazy. This is war. This is war. Damage control with a 2 says, Ice, this got rigged. No, this is war. DJ with $100 Red Boy Hyper. Hypnotica again. She goes ass to mouth. But Hinata is a child. You perps. That's crazy. No, she's not. This is war. I would vote myself if I could. Dragon with a 2 says Hinata. Stunner. Fuck Dragon. What are you doing? Sir, what have you done? I don't know, but this is war. This is absolute war right now. Is it going to be Hinata or is it going to be Hypnotica? Hinata's married with kids. She sure is. Thank you, Upton Coke. Appreciate that. Holy shit. This is not war. This is madness. I don't know what it is, but it's crazy. It's craziness right now, bro. It's absolutely insane. But I told you this is going to be a bloodbath. I said this was going to be a bloodbath of a waifu battle. Panthro with 100. Hypnotica, stop Hinata. He is making the call to the armies. He's making a call to the armies right now. Shout out to Panthro with the $100 Red Boy Hyper. I appreciate that, man. Hypnotica is in the lead, but not by much. Crash Collins with a 20 on Rumble. Hypnotica, let's go, Crash Collins. Did I count how many Red Boy Hyper clips I need to play? No, I'm pretty sure I don't have enough. Pretty sure. But we'll figure it out anyway. I'll sit here an entire night playing clips. Yeah, I know. Dr. Spike just dropped another $200 Red Boy Hyper Banger on Rumble for Hinata. People are saying he must be a real doctor. I don't know. Either that or he's Asmongold. Fuck! This is war! This is war! Randall with a 10 for Hypnotica. Shout out. Thank you, Randall. Thank you, Randall. I appreciate that. This is war. Hinata is in the lead, but not by much. Not by much. All right, boys, this is it. The final countdown. The most legendary battle ever. Who is it going to be? Hypnotica or Hinata? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so first off, I just want to say this was probably the craziest waifu battle we've ever had. And that's saying a lot. Okay, that's saying a lot. Second, I'm going to read the last couple of super chats that counted. Okay. Twisted Master with the 100 for Hypnotica. You absolute legend. That counted. Biolty Wolf with a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger for Hypnotica, but really named Hypnotic. The stunner is mine. Revenge for Felicia. Fuck Baruto. I appreciate all the last comments. Appreciate that. Biolty Wolf, you fucking legend, bro. I love you, man. Talon Forge with 100 for Hypnotica. Can't believe I caught the tail end of this, but well played. If you later find out she's very dark when she takes off her mask, I'm going to brick. Also, Happy New Year, sir. Looking forward to another exciting New Year. Hey, shout out to you, Talon Forge. I appreciate that, man. You definitely came in at a crazy time. You came in at a beyond crazy time. Okay, that's YouTube. Zombie Hunter, I'm sorry, my man. $4.99. Hypnotica did not count. But I appreciate you. Thank you for the $4.99. Over on Rumble, we got Dead Eyes Lock with a 2. For Hypnotica, make Dr. Spike broke fun, he said. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. And you wouldn't believe who collaborated on Rumble. Okay? You wouldn't believe this shit. This is why he's the Joker, okay? Because Trey was fucking banned on YouTube. So Trey went over to Rumble and dropped a $400 Red Boy Hyper Banger for Hinata. And then he just starts laughing. He says, key, can open door, turkey. Ha ha ha, see the bird, YouTube banned me. And if you thought that was crazy enough, if you thought that was insane enough, Dr. Spike dropped another $300 Red Boy Hyper Banger for Hinata over on Rumble. So that was a $700 Red Boy Hyper Banger for Hinata at the last second on Rumble. Guys, Sonia says this is going to take some time. So I don't know how many. I have no idea how many clips I have to play. How about we scroll up? Let's scroll up a little bit. Let's scroll up. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 on YouTube. And then on Rumble, 18, 20, 22, 24, 27, 31. Guys, how the fuck am I going to play 31 clips? Did they count? Yes, they counted. They all counted. How am I going to play 31 clips? Oh my God. All right. Well, I'll get started, but then when Sonia's done with her counting, then we'll stop, do the count, acknowledge the felting, and then we'll do the rest. Fuck, man. Hinata's literally the number one waifu ever now. Oh my God.
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in. Oh my god, it's a red boy hyper banger.
God, it's a fucking red boy hyper banger.
We fucking love red boy hyper bangers. Thank you, bigot army.
Let's bring the ladies in!
bitches! Let's bring the ladies in!
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in. All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in. All right, boys, we have another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Holy shit. Oh, man. I honestly, oh my God. It's crazy. All right, hold on. Let me get a cough out for that one. All right, boys. The wow. Hinata at $1,302. versus Hypnotica at $928.32. Which means the winner, and still Waifu Battle champion, and officially the number one waifu champion in history, is none other than the one and the only Hinata, ladies and gentlemen. God damn. Let's do it one more time. One more time. And considering her achievement, we will light some fireworks in her honor. And now, for those that are coping.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
Congratulations, Hinata. Holy shit, man. The number one waifu in history. And she can still keep going. You never know. You never know. Holy fuck, boys. Unbelievable. Even Hypnotica on her debut waifu battle was not powerful enough to stop Hinata. Damn, man. All right. Let's hold on. Randall, thank you for the memberships. I appreciate the 2 memberships, my guy. Fucking legendary. And where are we at? We got Dragon with a 2. Had to cough, sorry. He says, "Are you ready? Here comes the pain." Yeah, that's an understatement. That's definitely an understatement. Trey with a 2. Is it too late to fucking guy? Thank you, Trey. Panther with a 2. Hinata to be what the fuck in retirement? Oh man. Sonya says still counting because still chats. Yeah, I know. It's okay. Guys, I said tonight was going to be a bloodbath waifu battle. I didn't realize it was going to be like that. This was probably the craziest waifu battle we've ever had. Definitely one of the craziest streams we've ever had. I'm almost positive we set a record for a stream. I think our last record was 36 something. I think. We're definitely past that at this point. I think anyway. So shout out to you guys. Holy fuck, man. I hope you were entertained. I hope you had a lot of fun. Definitely historic. Let's calm down now a little bit. Let's go back to some. Let's have the lower level waifus fight it out again and try to take out Hinata. Grace Soul says I was here. Yeah, no, that was legendary. Legendary. We are at 15 clips out of 31, so that means we're gonna play the rest of the clips on the way out. So if anybody ends up staying for the raid, you guys are legendary. I appreciate you. But we are dedicated, and we are going to play the final clips. These are all for the Rumble Super Chats. So we got 16 more clips that we got to play. So Grey Soul says for it too, I was here to witness it. It's fucking crazy, bro. Nobody would believe us. If you were to tell people this happened, nobody would believe it. Nobody would believe it. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for the insane support today. I appreciate it. I hope all you guys had so much fun. And I hope that we can continue to entertain all the way into 2026, as much as people are trying desperately to stop that from happening and are trying desperately to ruin people's lives. I appreciate it regardless. And I thank you. And I will see all you guys on the next one. Thank you for liking, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting memberships, games, everything. And of course, special shout out to Sonia for doing an insane job today, because it's not easy counting all this by herself. So shout out to Sonia. Spam the Sonia emojis in the chat. And I'll see all you guys on the next one. Tomorrow, SNH, 8 p.m. Don't miss it. Do not miss it. 8 p.m. All right, boys. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. This is clip number 16. It's fucking insane. All right. Bye.
All right, boys, we have another Red Boy hyper banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Oh my god, it's a Red Boy hyper banger.
Oh my god. It's a fucking Red Boy hyper banger.
We fucking love Red Boy hyper bangers. Thank you, Bigot Army.
another red boy hyper banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
bitches! Let's bring the ladies in!
We got another Red Boy Hyper Banger! Let's bring the ladies in! Let's bring the ladies in.
It's a Red Boy Hyper Banger, bitches! Let's bring the ladies in!
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you can't.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck it, yeah, John. Put a ticket in, make her lady gay. Fuck it, yeah, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, we eat, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns!
touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.